And welcome in, everybody. Glad to have you guys back on the stream once again. Happy Labor Day, as we have week number 1 of the college football season coming out to a close. The lone game tonight on Labor Day. The Louisville Cardinals taking on the Ole Miss Rebels. This is at a neutral site location, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Louisville and Ole Miss have never faced each other to date. This will be their first matchup as they'll take on each other tonight. Ole Miss 116 seasons as a football program. Louisville is 60 seasons as a football program. It's crazy to even realize that these two teams have never faced each other in the southeast of the U.S. What's good? Bradley pumped up for this one. Braden, welcome onto the stream once again. Both of these teams going unranked once again in the preseason AP Top 25 poll. The Cards for the 4th straight season in a row. Ole Miss 5th straight season going unranked. And both of these teams looking for a bounce back type of season here. Key players for Louisville tonight: Malik Cunningham, junior quarterback, over 2,600 passing yards this past season, 20 touchdown passes to 12 interceptions. And also mobile QB, rushed for over 600 yards in the ground, second on the team in scrimmage yards per rushing. And then in the backfield, they also have their running back, Jalen Mitchell. Braden Smith, over 350 receiving yards this past season as far as receiving. And then for Ole Miss, Matt Corral, the quarterback, 3,300 plus passing yards thrown, 29 touchdowns to 14 picks this past season, and also ranked 7th in passing yards in 2020. He's got in the backfield Jerry Ely, junior running back, rushed for over 740 rushing yards and 9 rushing touchdowns in 2020. What's good, everybody? Kevin on the stream. Welcome back in. Goody in the stream. Welcome on board, guys. Once again, Ole Miss looks like they're a 9-point favorite today. This game is on a neutral site, even though Ole Miss is listed as the home team, the team on the bottom for this one. The over-under is incredibly high for this game, 74.5, as that is the over-under. So if that's anything that we should be looking forward to, it looks like a lot of touchdowns tonight and a bunch of scoring. What's good, Deanna? Welcome on to the stream. Jay Mears, welcome in. That's awesome. Out in some nice California landscape. Best of luck out there. Warren, what's good? Let's go, everybody. Glad to have you guys be a part here tonight. Special live stream covering some college football. Cardinals losing 2 players to the NFL draft. Wide receiver Tutu Atwell taken 2nd round by the LA Rams. Wide receiver Dez Fitzpatrick going 4th round to Tennessee. Those were the top 2 wideouts from this past season. And then for Ole Miss, 2 players as well drafted. Wide receiver Elijah Moore, 2nd round to the Jets. And offensive lineman Royce Newman went 4th round. And he went to Green Bay. Yeah, that's crazy for the over-under, 74.5. They have it as. That is super high. Lost Pupper in the stream. Welcome in. I haven't done a poll in a while here. We got quite a bit of people out early in the stream. Let's do a poll, everybody. So who do you got tonight? Louisville or Ole Miss? That's the poll. I'm going to place that poll right into the chat. Feel free to answer that. Kevin with a dono. Let's get that dono hype out in the chat for Kevin. Really appreciate it, man. You guys are awesome on the channel. Kevin the legend here. Thanks so much, brother. We're getting close and close to kickoff. I think we're going to kick off in less than 5 minutes approximately from now. And this will be week 1 of the college football season coming to the close. Next football stream will be Thursday night football. The Bucks against the Cowboys. So I plan on covering that game on Thursday. Dave, welcome in. Taking Louisville. 45-35 shootout type of game. And that's where the over-under is going for. 74.5 for the over-under for this matchup. This is a Chick-fil-A kickoff game. Neutral site, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia. An update here. Head coach for Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin. He has been rolled out for tonight's season opener. That was due to a positive test leading up to this matchup a couple days ago. Ole Miss going in the blue uniforms today. Blue helmets with the red letters, white numbers and the white stripes. And the mascot for the Cards is pumped up there. Louisville with the red jerseys. They go red on red with that helmet, just with a white outline for the Cardinal logo. Close to getting ready to go kickoff. This stadium is rocking. Neutral site in a dome, Atlanta, Georgia. Looks like Louisville will kick the football off first. Ole Miss will be back to return the kick, and here we go. As the ball is teed up, we're about to get things going off with Brock Travelstead, the kicker, as he boots this football away, and we are underway with a Chick-fil-A kickoff on Labor Day here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. On the return, slips and falls to the 10-yard line by Ole Miss, number 3, the return man for Ole Miss, and not the start that they had hoped for. Their return man, Kentrell Bullock, slips and falls right at the 10-yard line, right as soon as he fielded that kickoff. So that's where Ole Miss will start off, deep in their own territory, 90 yards from their own end zone. What's good? Ian on the stream, welcome in. Matt Corral coming out to the field. Quarterback for Ole Miss. Junior who threw the ball over 3,300 passing yards. 29 touchdown passes to 14 interceptions this past season. And took off rushing for over 500 rushing yards in the ground. So a first look at this Ole Miss offense that comes out onto the field. Jerry and Ely in the backfield, number 9. Junior running back rushed for over 740 yards in 2020. Impact player in the backfield. Corral goes through the gun. He takes the snap. Play action. Passes across in the slant. Complete to the 20. Up the field. And gets past some tacklers. Past the 25. Pile moves forward to about the 30-yard line. Catch a 20 on the reception. It goes to number 11. Senior wide receiver Dontario Drummond for the 1st and 10. Ole Miss goes no huddle. A little bit of confusion, though, with where they should line up. Drummond was in the wrong spot. From the gun, Corral takes the snap. Handoff on the draw. And nothing much going there. Stopped right back at the line of scrimmage on the carry as Ely brings up a 2nd and 10. Corral from the gun takes the snap, play action, back to pass, pressure coming, passes, and that pass underneath as the pressure was coming, looking for Drummond. That pass well underthrown, brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up here. First 3rd down of the game, 14:08 left to go in the first. Ole Miss in the gun with Corral. 2 wide to the left, takes a snap, back to pass. Clear pocket, passes underneath, complete, past the 35. Takes it to the 40, 1st down, gain of 11 to the 41-yard line. In Ole Miss territory. Underneath goes to the running back Ely, and they will go up to the line again, no huddle. 2 wide to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun, Corral. Ball spotted at their own 41-yard line. He takes the snap. Play action, back to pass, fires across the middle, and another slant pass midfield to the 40. Down the right side, the hashes, 35. Tripped up around the 32-yard line into Louisville territory. It's been the crossing routes, 2 straight catches made by Ole Miss in this game. That's confusing Louisville's defense as they have yet to stop the crossing slants down the field. Once again, no huddle. From the gun, they hand it off to Ely. He swung around, gain of 3 to the 29. I'm probably going to go Virginia Tech. I'll predict around 8-4 for this season. That was impressive, though, their first game. 2nd and 7, play action, passes. That's complete past the 20-15. Chopped up at the 11-yard line on the catch. Gain of 18 by the running back, Ely. Ole Miss just chunking yardage here in this first drive. 1st and 10, they have it. 13-12 left to go, and the ball spotted at the Louisville 11. Lamario on the stream, welcome in. 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left from the gun. Takes the snap, hand off towards the right side of the carry, past the 10, out of bounds around the 7-yard line. As that was to the change of pace back, Henry Parrish, sophomore, for Ole Miss, brings up a 2nd down and 7 coming up. And this will be from the Louisville 8-yard line. 8 plays down the field, 87 yards. And Ole Miss had slipped on the kick return. They started out their own 10. A handoff up the middle in the draw. Breaks a tackle to the right side of the field, but got tripped up on his own power was Parrish. If he had been able to keep and regain his footing, that most likely would have been a touchdown. 3rd and 2 now. Ball spotted from the Louisville 3. As that will be a rush up the middle, diving forward close to the goal line. Just shy of the end zone. And this will be a 1st down. It will be enough for Ole Miss. They needed to get to the 2. They get to the 1. Ball at the goal line. 1st and goal. From the gun corral. Takes the snap. Hand off and going nowhere. Might have got a loss of 1 in that carry. There's a flag down, though. Ole Miss starting off just going straight with a hurry-up offense, and Louisville's defense just trying to catch their breath so far. Haven't been able to, as that is an offsides call on the cards. Penalty on Louisville. Still remains the same. 1st down, but it puts it 1st and goal. Basically at the half-inch line. First and goal right at that goal line. Louisville just trying to get the right personnel on the field. They're substituting in and out. And the play clock is about to start up. Goal line formation. Ole Miss takes a snap, handoff up the middle. 2nd effort. It gets there. Touchdown for the Rebels. Ole Miss strikes first in this game. 1-yard touchdown rush by Henry Parrish Jr. The hurry-up offense goes to perfection on drive number 1. 90 yards down the field. Yeah, I like both of these uniforms. This is quite different to see these unis right now. Louisville with a red on red with their helmets. Ole Miss with a blue. It's pretty cool. It's a lighter shade of blue that they usually have. 94 yards on 11 plays, 3:05 off the clock. The extra point at Boinks off of the left upright, and it is no good. Missing the extra point. And the score remains 6-0. Boink. Didn't get it there. Probably not, most likely, for the Michigan game. I think I'm going to be out most of the day on Saturday. If I'm back in time, it's probably going to be Arkansas against Texas, probably. Haven't seen that in a while right there. A doink. Haven't called a double doink in a long time since the NFL playoffs, but 6-0 Ole Miss leading, 11:55 left to go in the first. Yeah, that could be costly at the end of this game. So Louisville's offense coming out once we get back into break. Actually, I got this thing right here. I'll put it up on the screen. So we know that we got like a switch between time right now. So we're on a media break. Yeah, I'm looking at this poll right now. This poll is completely 50-50. If you haven't already voted in the poll, make sure to do so. Who do you got tonight? Louisville, Ole Miss. 50-50 on that poll. Also, if you're new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Special live stream of college football here. Happy Labor Day, everybody. This is the end of week number 1 to the college football season. A mix with both running backs in the backfield. It was Parrish Jr. who got the rushing touchdown. 3 carries for 10 yards. Ely, 3 carries for 4 so far in this game. Louisville's done a great job stopping the run for the most part. The trouble there for the defense on that first drive for Louisville is stopping crossers that were on the field. The first one was a big catch of 20 yards, and then another chunk play that happened to be a gain of 27 on a crossing route. And then Ely picked up a gain of 29 out of the backfield. He's got two catches for 29. Yeah, the gain of 18 from the backfield for Ely. So, defense leaving a lot of open gaps so far for Louisville in that first drive. And then Ole Miss has already started to find a rhythm with this offense. They ran a play, that no-huddle offense, 16.8 seconds. They were running with their playbook there. That's impressive. So they just went up to the line. Snap. And we could see late in that drive, Louisville's defense just trying to get the correct personnel on the drive. There were players just shuffling in and out, going off and onto the field. So this ball is teed up. We are getting ready to go right back into the game. So this ball gets booted away. Louisville back to return. And they will from their own 3-yard line. Past the 10. Chopped up. Shy of the 20. Massive special teams tackle made for Ole Miss. As Louisville will start deep in their own territory. They'll start off at their own 17. Coming out onto the field, the quarterback for Louisville, Malik Cunningham. Passed the football for over 2,600 passing yards this past season in 2020. 20 TDs to 12 interceptions. Mobile quarterback, rushed for over 600 yards on the ground. Number 2 in rushing this past season. He did lose 2 of his top wideouts to the NFL draft. So this will be the first look that we do get as far as Louisville's wide receiving core, how they're going to be able to step up in this game, losing Tudu Atwell in the second round to the Rams, and then Des Fitzpatrick going to Tennessee in the 4th round. They start off with a 4-wide formation, 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 1st and 10. Starting off at their own 17-yard line for Louisville. They have motion towards the left side. Cunningham takes a snap. Handoff. And that goes for a loss of 1. Immediately stopped by Ole Miss's defense. Up front, number 44, Chance Campbell, senior middle linebacker, able to get the tackle. Second and 11 at their own 16. Cunningham from the gun takes a snap, play action, rolls out to his right. Being forced towards 2 defenders, passes across his body underneath, incomplete. Too low for his intended receiver, number 83, Marshawn Ford. It brings up now a 3rd and long. Pressure coming along for Ole Miss. And that's something we didn't see in the first drive by Louisville's defense, providing pressure, and Ole Miss on the 2nd and long provides that. Cunningham 4 wide. 3rd and 11 from their own 16-yard line. From the gun, he takes the snap. And that'll be a rush up the middle by Cunningham as he escapes the pressure. Close to the first down marker. Appears like he may be just a tad short. We'll see where the referees place this football. That's a generous spot, actually. That is right on the computer-generated graphic line. And the referees say it's a 1st and 10. So he needed 11, and he got 11. Ball spotted at the Louisville 27. Cunningham from the gun. He's got motion towards the right side. That's Ford, who lines up to the right. 3 to the right. Cunningham takes a snap. He's going to keep it. Quarterback option. Down the right side of the hashes. Past the 30. Tripped up around the 35. Gain of 7 on the rush. Brings up a 2nd and 3. So Cunningham early. Doing it himself. Quarterback option. Since 2019, he has had the most rushing yards, over 1,000 on the ground, most by an ACC quarterback win in that time span. From the gun, 5 wide, takes a snap. Cunningham passes underneath, complete at the 40. That's a first down. Needed 2, got 5 out of it. Louisville moves the chains, complete to number 83, Marshawn Ford. Yep, nothing like a big boink off the goalpost to start things off. Cards will go into I formation. Under 10 minutes left to go in the first. Now they'll have their tight end split out wide. Cunningham takes a snap, handoff towards the right side in the counter. Past the 45, rumbling forward to the 46. Gain of 6 in the carry. It will bring up about a 2nd and 4 for Louisville. What's good? Vegas in the stream. Welcome in. So Ole Miss moves the ball down well. Their first drive of this game, going no huddle. Matt Corral going 4 for 5, 80 passing yards. Louisville doing it through the rush. Malik Cunningham, 2 carries for 19. Cunningham takes a snap, pump fake. Flushed out to his right. He will keep it again and takes it right to midfield where the first down marker is. He appears to get enough. Needed 4, got 5 from the rush. Takes it into Ole Miss territory. First down, Louisville. 9 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Malik Cunningham, 3 carries. He's got himself 26 in the ground from the gun. 2 wide lined up to his right. Takes a snap, handoff, and a draw up the middle. About a gain of 4 to the 45-yard line of Ole Miss territory. Second and 7 at the 45. He's got a man in motion towards the right to block. 3 wide to the right, takes the snap. Cunningham. Handoff towards the right side. Escapes a tackler at the 40 and gets bulldozed over with a big tackle. Just collision there. Tylen Knight, senior defensive back, comes in there to blow it up. That could have been a big gain on the ground by Hassan Hall, but he got just run over by Knight right at him. Knight saves a potential first down, if not more. 3rd and 2 now for Louisville. 9-play drive consisting of 44 yards total in over 4 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. Cunningham from the gun. They operate out of the pistol. Man in motion towards the right side. And this will be a handoff up the middle. Stuffed. Did not get there. Gain of 1. Needed 2. The Ole Miss defense with 3 defenders up front swarming. Sam Williams, number 7. One of those players along with number 94 for Ole Miss. Quentin Bivens converging to make that tackle. There was nothing there in the carry up the middle by Mitchell. 4th and 1, 7 minutes left to go in the first. And this is go-to territory for the Cards, and they know it. They keep Cunningham and the offense on the field. Louisville will keep their offense 3 wide to the left. Ball spotted at the Ole Miss 39 on the 4th and 1. Little bit of confusion maybe. Cunningham will change it at the line. Cunningham from the gun. 3 lined up to his left. Cunningham will keep it himself. Spin move, and he gets wrapped up for a loss of 4. Stopped on 4th down. Louisville turns it over, and Ole Miss will take over with terrific field position at around their own 43-yard line coming up. Nothing going there. Cunningham with a quarterback option and just right on the edge. Nobody whatsoever picking up number 14 for Ole Miss. Coming right from the edge, unguarded, and wrapping up Cunningham for the loss. Coming away with a goose egg on the board on that drive. Ole Miss coming back onto the field up 6-0. This game is going to be a track meet. And right there, that is a tough drive that Louisville cannot afford. Right on the edge. Nobody was on him. Just complete free area to go straight to the quarterback. So we got 6:25 left to go in the first. This game's actually flying by so far. Louisville doing most of the yardage on the ground. Cunningham with 23 rushing yards. So only completed one pass, a gain of 5. 94 total for Ole Miss in their first drive. 42 by Louisville on that first drive. And 80 of those yards through the air for Ole Miss. Matt Corral going 4 for 5 for 80 passing yards, getting chunk plays on 2 crossing route passes, and then a pass underneath to their running back, Jerry and Ely, who took it for a gain of 18. So they've chunked out plays of 27, 24, and 18 on passes in the air. And they also had another pass that was a gain of 11. So those are the 4 completions so far to break down what Ole Miss has done as far as passing per yardage. Oh, yep. Yeah, this whole thing just glitched for some reason. There we go. 6-0. That was odd. Yeah, it did that yesterday for some reason. It glitched and it went back to 0. Yeah, you guys probably saw it glitch. There was like a blackout for a second. It's done that a few times. I just hit the space bar so it goes back. Hey, what's good? Razorbacks roll. Welcome to the stream. Taking Ole Miss 34-10. Oh, yeah, what a throwback song. That song was popular when I was in the 6th grade. Everybody used to sing that song in middle school. Oh, man. Quite those days when we had Low when that song came out. What a throwback by now. Ole Miss with a football. Play action. Pass deflected at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. Lucky that pass wasn't intercepted. I think it's Texas-Arkansas. That game is huge for this week. Ohio State, Oregon. So I would say Ohio State, Oregon would be the biggest one, and then Texas, Arkansas. Play action across the middle. Tip, deflected, pass, incomplete. Intended for his tight end down the middle of the field. Hudson Wolf, the freshman, and it brings up a 3rd and 10. So Louisville's defense adjusting. C.J. Avery, middle linebacker for Louisville. He is making things happen with pass deflections on back-to-back plays in a row. Ole Miss from the gun here with Corral. Ball spotted at their own 41. He takes the snap. Back to pass. Fires towards the right side. Incomplete. Brings up a 4th down. That's a 3 and out by Ole Miss. Defense by Louisville, impressive. Stopping the 3 and out. 3 straight incompletions in a row. And that's how Louisville is going to be able to catch up in this game. Force incomplete passes. A diving attempt by Louisville in the secondary. Forced the ball to maybe not be seen as clearly by the wide receiver coming back to that football as that ball was thrown to the right side of the wide receiver, incomplete. 6:11 left to go in the first. Ball gets booted away. Louisville fair catches it at their own 22, and that's where they'll start when we do get back. What's good, Jose? Welcome to the stream. So big 3-and-out stop by Louisville. We get back into action 6-0. Cards will have the football second time tonight. Yeah, I would have said if Washington had won this past week that game would have been huge against Michigan, but no, that's concerning. Washington lost against Montana on Saturday. What's good, Kane in the stream? Welcome in. Yeah, they have the over. I checked on ESPN. The over that was listed on ESPN was 74 for the over-under. So that's quite high there. I'd probably go for the under. Yeah, I'd probably look for the under in this game most likely, because that is super high. And Louisville has been doing it through the rush. That's how Louisville is getting their yardage, is through running. So they're gonna have to have some massive rushing plays tonight. They've been chunking out plays, but like it hasn't been like huge plays. It wasn't like yesterday, that Notre Dame Florida State game. There were some big plays last night. This has been more like 20-yard passes downfield for Ole Miss, and then Louisville responds with runs like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for rushes so far. They haven't yet gotten a run over 11, and they've been taking off quite a bit of time off the clock too. Yeah, Buccaneers, Cowboys, 35-21. Razorbacks roll putting out there. So we are back into action now. Louisville will have the football. They will start things off at their own 22-yard line now for the Cards. As we are back from the timeout. Cunningham from the pistol. Two players in motion now, the block on the right side. He takes the snap from the gun. Handoff up the middle. Past the 25 to around the 26-yard line on the carry. It's about a gain of 4 in a rush as it goes to Hassan Hall, junior running back. Yeah, I haven't taken that hat out in a while. I'm going to do that coming up, though. Play action, rolling out to his left, Cunningham. Passes to the sideline, incomplete. 3rd and 6 now with 5:23 in the first. Once again, Ole Miss bringing pressure. Number 33, defensive end Cedric Johnson, able to force Cunningham towards his left and was able to dive out and rush him and tackle him from behind as he released that football. 3rd and 6. Ball spotted at the Ole Miss 27-yard line. From the gun, Cunningham. He takes the snap, back to pass, fires to the left side, off the top of the fingertips. Incomplete. That's a 3-and-out by Louisville. So after a quick start in this game, Ole Miss goes 94 yards marching downfield to the end zone. Louisville comes up short inside Ole Miss territory, and now 3-and-outs for both of these teams. We'll bring on the punter, number 49, Mark Vassett, to boot away this football for Louisville. Back to return to punt, Braylon Sanders, senior, number 13. Vassett standing at his own 13-yard line. He boots it away. Sanders will fair catch it at his own 36. And that's where Ole Miss will start off in their next drive. There's a flag down, though. We'll take a look at the penalty flag. And this is on the return team, holding by Ole Miss. So it backs up the Rebels. They'll start off coming up in their next drive. Shy of the 40-yard line. So both of these teams with a 3-and-out in the last possession. Louisville with a gain of 4. Ole Miss, 3 straight incomplete passes. Did not gain anything. And time just hasn't gone off the clock since the first possession when Louisville had gone downfield and then their drive had stalled out on the 4th and short. So Ole Miss here are going to start off. They get backed up 10. They'll start off at their own 26. Head off towards the right side, past the 30, down the right sideline at the 35, just shy of the first down marker. Jarian Ely, rush of 9 for number 9 for Ole Miss. They go hurry up to the line, 2nd and 1 at their own 35. Head off of the draw to Ely, up the middle, right at the first down marker. A sandwich tackle being made for Louisville. Monty Montgomery, number 7, and number 9 for the Cardinals. Converging to make that tackle, C.J. Avery, who was a big part of 2 batted down passes on the last drive. He converged to make the tackle. Refs will say it's a 1st and 10, enough to move the chains in the running back draw. And now a flag will be thrown down. Second penalty flag tonight. And it's on the offense. False start by Ole Miss. I'll back about 5 of the offensive line. First and 15, ball spotted at their own 32. 2 wide to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun, Corral. Corral takes a snap. Play action across the middle of the crosser. Complete 45 past midfield. 45 hurdles over man towards the left side. Down the left sideline 40. Out of bounds around the 35-yard line. On the catch. Second catch made today. Dontario Drummond on a slant across the middle of the field. And the Cardinals defense having a ton of trouble keeping the Ole Miss offense in check on those crossers across the middle of the field so far this game. That's the 3rd slant that they have given up in the first quarter. 1st and 10. Under 4 minutes left to go in the first. Ball spotted at the Louisville 34. Play action on a slant. This pass is broken up, and it is incomplete, down to the ground. As a Louisville and Ole Miss player were wrestling against each other, and that was dangerous, almost picked off by Louisville. There's a penalty flag down. We'll see the call. And this is on the Cardinals. Defensive pass interference, automatic first down, Ole Miss. What's good, Lorenzo in the stream? Welcome in. Thanks so much for the dedication. 2:40 in the morning in Barcelona. Glad to have you back in the stream. 1st and 10 for Ole Miss. Ball spotted at the Louisville 23-yard line. Corral from the gun. He's got 2 to his right for receivers, 1 to his left. He takes the snap. Back to pass, and he gets pummeled. Dropped back all the way back at the 33-yard line, coming up free. Up the middle, Yasir Abdullah Jr., outside linebacker, just comes up, sees a hole, and boom, crushes Corral. That is a big hit right there. Second and 17 now for Ole Miss. Ball spotted at the Louisville 30. From the gun, Corral takes a snap, passes deep down the left sideline, 1-on-1 to the end zone, overthrows his intended wide receiver. It's incomplete, looking for Jonathan Mingo at the back of the end zone. Hey, what's good, Slot King? Welcome in. Favorite bands? I'd probably go with Linkin Park. I really like Green Day, too. Toyota Corolla or Honda Civic. I will go with the Corolla there all day. I got a story here that I'll share a couple moments here between the Corolla and the Honda Civic. Shotgun formation, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Ole Miss will take the snap from their own 30, handoff, and going nowhere. No gain on the play. The tackle is made by number 7, Monty Montgomery. His helmet comes off too, as he was the one who stopped Ely for no gain. So it's going to bring up now a 4th down. Field goal time for Ole Miss from the left hash. So it'll be about, if they do go for the field goal, it'll be about a 47-yard kick if they do go for that field goal. And already missing an extra point, the place kicker, Caden Costa. So this is his first ever field goal attempt as a freshman. From the left hash, 47 yards out, already missing an extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick by Costa. It is up, and it is through the uprights. He gets that. 9-0, Ole Miss as they tack on 3. 2:25 left to go in the first. So Ole Miss scores, being held at 3. That was a terrific kick. First time coming in and kicking his first ever field goal attempt in college. All right, so the Toyota Corolla, that's the car that my girlfriend drives right now. The Honda Civic was the car that my girlfriend used to drive. And it was around 3 years ago. My girlfriend was visiting me, and she almost died. She was like, she got in a terrible car crash visiting me, and it was in the Honda Civic that saved her life, because the crash rate for the Honda Civic is like the safety of it's one of like the safest cars. And if she was in like an SUV, that thing would have flipped over. She got T-boned coming out of a 10-mile-per-hour road, heading onto a 50 about like 2 or 3 minutes away from my house. And she lives about like an hour away from me too. And where she lives, it's completely different. She lives in the city. I live out in the country. And I had to follow her to the hospital, and luckily she survived. She only got bruises that day, but it was a horrific car crash that she suffered. But the Honda Civic saved her life. And then the second car she got after that was the Toyota Corolla, which she still has to this day. Oh, I'm a Patriots fan. Sorry to hear that, Slot King. Yeah, I'm a big Boston sports fan. I'm from Massachusetts, so I'm a huge Celtics, Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins fan. I heard that Red Sox game went on for like, Went on for over 5 hours today. Cunningham, play action, back to pass. Passes to the left side, incomplete. Second and 10 coming up. Ball spotted at their own 18 for Louisville. From the left, they have three wide receivers lined up to the left. Cunningham takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Nadron, a big hit at the 21-yard line. Russia for to carry, but blowing that up. Mark Robinson with a hit stick on the PlayStation controller just completely obliterates the running back for Louisville. And this will bring up a 3rd and long. Holy smokes. Last season, they were back in college football in defensive ranks, and tonight, allowing 0 on the board in their first game. Ole Miss ranked 109th this past season in third down percentage allowed to opponents. 3rd and 7 for Louisville. This play is going to be under review. It's on the hit. Any helmet-to-helmet indication here to rush up the middle. That was a massive hit to Hall. I think he leaned into the, let's see. Ooh, it was helmet-to-helmet. That was a helmet-to-helmet collision. Mark Robinson leaning in with the crown of his helmet on the running back number 19, Hassan Hall. Hey, thanks so much, Lorenzo. Yeah, that was a really difficult day. I was actually watching a Dale Earnhardt documentary before she was coming over to my house to see me. That was just a really odd day. That was a massive collision, helmet to helmet. So that's what's being under review right now. Leading with the crown of the helmet for targeting. Boot initiated view for targeting. And this is a penalty. So this will be automatic first down for Louisville. Targeting has been the review result on a monster hit by Mark Robinson, and he has been ejected from this game. So for that hit, he is gone. And we'll see what happens here. If Louisville can start to get into an offensive type of momentum and get right back into this game. So clearly, helmet to helmet, and not only does he not play in the game, he's been tossed. So they've cracked down on that. So 1:35 left to go in the first. From the gun, Louisville has the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 36. Handoff towards the right side of the hashes. Another big hit, about a gain of 2 or 3 in the rush. To bring up about a 2nd and 8. This clock trailing to just over a minute left to go. What's good, Sports Elite? Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure just yet. There's been a lot going on as far as the offseason. From the gun, they take the snap, hand off up the middle, and carry to about the 40-yard line. Russia 1 brings up a 3rd and 7. There's a flag down. We'll take a look at the penalty flag. And this is going to be on Louisville. False start on the offensive line. So it's going to back them up 5, and this makes it more difficult. 3rd and 11 for the Cardinals now. As we are under 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Hey, thanks so much, Sports Elite. Yeah, there's so much going on this year for college basketball. It was crazy with like all the movement in the offseason. So we have ended the first quarter here in the books. 3rd and 11 coming up for the Cards. So we'll be back in just a couple moments. Second quarter coming up right after the break. Oh boy. I'd have to go with my Patriots all day. But it's just so impressive what Nick Saban and Bill Belichick can do. What's good, Trey, in the stream? Welcome in. So Louisville starting to move downfield now with a false start penalty, though. It backs them up 5. It's going to be a 3rd and 11 coming up. Yeah, it's crazy that they've gone all the way to tossing the player due to targeting at the college level. Like, I can see there being like a warning, but it's crazy that they have done it all the way for a targeting play like that. I know they're trying to go for the player's safety, but I mean, sometimes you just put your helmet in the wrong spot and things happen like that. Oh, sorry to hear that, Rick. Yeah, hopefully the scoring starts to pick up for you fast in this game. Somebody had asked me that in the first quarter. I told them probably look at the under more for this game, because Louisville, that was when their first drive was going on. Louisville was using a lot of time on the clock. They're not really like a passing type of team for the Cardinals, so they're not going to chunk out yardage downfield passing the football. They're going to do it all through rushing for Louisville, and that's what they've done so far. They've only got 1 complete pass in the first quarter for a gain of 5. Louisville with 4 first downs, total yards just 54, 49 of those yards in the ground. Ole Miss has 8 first downs, 132 total yards, 18 of those in the ground. They've gone through the pass, 114 passing yards by the quarterback for Ole Miss, Matt Corral. He's gone 5 for 10, and they've got a couple really big plays off of crossing route passes in this game. A catch of 58 by a catch of 34 by Dontario Drummond. He's got 2 catches for 58. And then Ja'Cour Pearson got a catch of 27 on the crosser. And then Jerry and Ely got a catch in the backfield that he was able to take down the sideline for a catch of 18. Yeah, college gives you a ton of work. Best of luck for those who start in college this year. Got a lot of people on the channel, I think, starting college. If you guys are doing the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for joining me. Special live stream. I'm covering here college football, Louisville versus Ole Miss. The college football week 1 wraps up on Labor Day tonight. Hope all went well today during the holiday break. 9-0 as we have finished up the first quarter, about to start off quarter number 2. And Louisville will have a 3rd and 11 coming up. That is the fewest yards allowed in the first quarter by Ole Miss's defense. 54 to Louisville allowed by Ole Miss's defense in the first quarter. Fewest allowed in the Lane Kiffin era. 3rd and 11 for Louisville. Ball spotted at their own 35. Here is a rush past the 40. Pile is moving, and it appears to be short of the first down marker. About 4 yards shy as far as forward progress will take it. Needed 11, got 7. And Louisville will bring on the punting unit. Yes, I get Steph being the greatest three-point shooter of all time. So Vasson on the punt. Jonathan Mingo, the punt returner for Ole Miss. This play clock goes all the way down. That's a penalty flag by Louisville. Delay a game as they'll take the 5-yard penalty. Yeah, seems like a long assignment, Vegas. Best of luck there to you. I remember when I started college, they usually gave like really long assignments during like holiday breaks. Vasa angles out to the right side here of the long snapper. 4th and 6 for Louisville. They're going to have to punt it away. Number 13, Braylon Sanders, the one that's back deep for Ole Miss. Vasa gets the snap. He boots this football away, angling towards the right side of the field. Bounces past the 25, takes a bounce past the 20, 15, 10, inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line. That's where the ball gets downed by the Cards special teams unit. Terrific punt there for Louisville, pinning Ole Miss to start off inside their own 10-yard line. Mark Vassett delivers with a beauty of a punt. Not much going on for the rushing game for Ole Miss, averaging just 1.8 yards per carry, 10 carries for 18 rushing yards. It was a rushing touchdown from 1 yard out by Jared Ely. Or it was Henry Parrish Jr., the halfback, who got it. They have Ely on the stat line. Here's a rush. That is a first down, number 24. First carry of the game goes to Snoop Connor. That is a heavy run right there, as he bulldozes his way over and takes it for a rush of 10 to the 18. 1st and 10 for Ole Miss. Ball spotted at their own 18. From the gun is Corral. He takes the snap. Corral play action. Back to pass. Airs it out. Cross the middle of the field. Complete down the left sideline. 40 out of bounds. Around the 45-yard line on the catch. That is a gain of around 27 on the reception. Another crossing route that the Louisville defense gets full. That's Braylon Sanders, senior wide out on the catch. 1st and 10 now for Ole Miss. They're from the gun. Ball spotted at the 46 of their own territory. They have 2 wide lined up to his right. $13 minutes left to go in the second. Corral he'll go play action. Passes to the right side, out of bounds. There's a penalty flag down, though, and this will be a grounding call on Corral. So the referees call him on intentional grounding. There was no receiver in the area. That's what they're stating. There was a receiver kind of near the football, but he never made an effort to go back to the football. So that's what happens. Yeah, that ball, he's standing at the 40. That ball goes down the right sideline out of bounds. 2nd and 16 for Ole Miss. Ball spotted at their own 40-yard line. Corral from the gun. He's got 2 lined up to his left, 2 to his right for receivers. Corral takes a snap. Play action, passes across the middle, complete right at midfield. Catch of 10 as he finds his tight ends. And this will bring up now a 3rd down and 10. It was Chase Rogers, number 83, who got the 10-yard reception. They get half of it back. Taking the snap, flushed out to his right, passes underneath once again to Rogers. And not enough for the 1st down, though. Tried to get a block up front, couldn't get it. And this will bring up about a 4th and short, as Ole Miss will keep the offense on. Ball spotted just past midfield. They take the snap. Pump fake, rushes, 1st down, slides. Ooh, big hit. There's the penalty flag. Corral gets knocked out, and Louisville commits a penalty. Corral giving himself up on the ground. And the Cardinals' defensive back comes in late right there for a shot on Corral. Corral able to get up on his feet, and this will be a whole new set of downs for Ole Miss. So the 1st down on the rush for about a rush of 5. And then he slides, gives himself up, and the Cardinals commit a penalty. That is a huge shot. Already have seen 1 player ejected for targeting. Wouldn't shock me now that there's 2. Man, I don't like the way that helmet went right down by Corral. That was a big shot. 38 and 7. Both coming in for Louisville's defense. Jack Faget and number 7, Monte Montgomery, the 2. And there is targeting involved in this. What's good, Randy in the stream? Welcome in. Completely gave himself up. And just to go helmet to helmet. And there was 2 players there. Not 1 player, 2. So they're going to take a look at this Montgomery, number 7 and 38 for Louisville, to see who will get ejected if so. As that's what the referees are taking a look at now. Yo, what a way to end Labor Day weekend here. Glad to have you all on the stream. If you're new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for being a part here. Special live stream covering tonight. College football, Ole Miss versus Louisville. What's good? Jose in the stream. Welcome in. Went to work, looks like, with his mom. He's now home. Best of luck there. It's good to see Corral was able to get back up on his feet and walk off the field fine. He looks okay, but that was not a good look with that replay, how his head just went back with his helmet. So here's the call on the field. Targeting has been confirmed on this play. And that call has been confirmed now by the referees. And this will result in an ejection. Monty Montgomery, number 7, has been ejected for targeting tonight. So this is the 2nd player tonight in this game who has been ejected for targeting. 1 player by Ole Miss, Mark Robinson, and now Monty Montgomery for Louisville has been ejected. So things getting absolutely crazy here as far as big helmet-to-helmet shots tonight in this game. First down for Ole Miss. Ball spot at the Louisville 27-yard line. Here's a rush up the middle, past the 25. Moving to the 20, diving forward to around the 19-yard line. Gain of 8 on the rush by Snoop Connor. Gets his second carry tonight. He's got 2 carries for 19 on the ground. Inside the red zone now for Ole Miss. Ball spotted at the Louisville 19. Second down and short from the gun. Handoff up the middle. Jukes past one defender. Past the 10. Bulldozing his way to the 6-yard line. Rush of 13. Once again, it's Connor. 60 plus in the stream. Let's go, everybody. First and goal for Ole Miss now. Ball spotted at the Louisville 6. This will be a quarterback option towards the right side into the end zone. Touchdown rush of 6 on the QB keeper, Matt Corral. Ole Miss 15-0, they lead. 2 rushing touchdowns today by the Rebels. 1 from 1 yard out by Henry Parrish Jr. And now a quarterback option that he keeps it himself. And Matt Corral able to get past one defender. Goes right over. Makes a move on a hurdling lunge into the end zone. There was a penalty assessed after the play is over. It is on the Ole Miss. It was after the play was over. 15-0 as they'll go on to the extra point. What's good, Maliko? Welcome onto the stream. 9 plays, 93 yards downfield in 2.5 minutes for Ole Miss. And since they are up in this game by 15, they're going to look to see if... So they will go for... In this scenario, they got their special teams unit on currently. They were thinking for a moment, potentially going for it to go up by 17. Might be a little bit of confusion here on that. We see the special teams coordinator, and they do have their special teams unit on. So they're going to look to see if they can put 16 on the board. So going forward to extra point, number 43. Plays kicker, Caden Costa. The snap to hold, this extra point is up, and this time it's through the uprights. 16-0, Ole Miss leads it. 11:25 left to go in the second quarter. Oh, that's great there. Jose watching some WWE tonight. Chicago plays. Welcome to stream. Hope all is going well, man. Yeah, best of luck there with your streams there, bud. So this is just not a good sign for Louisville. Number 1, they're down by 16. Number 2, Malik Cunningham, the quarterback, is 1 for 5 passing the ball for just 5 passing yards in the first quarter. And they don't really have much of a passing attack. They lost their top 2 wide receivers from last year's team to the NFL draft. And nothing really going on as far as down-the-hill passing. Not really. That's not really a big part of their playbook. When a mobile quarterback, they usually go more to the rush, and that's where the Cardinals have gone. But now they're in trouble. Down by 16. Ole Miss with 210 yards total to just 64 by Louisville, taking 0 chances to take any deep shots down the field as they just keep on going with a lot of like quarterback option plays that they've had in this game, operating out of the pistol multiple times tonight. But Matt Corral, 8 for 13, got a rushing touchdown. He's got 156 yards through the air so far for Ole Miss, and it's the crossing route passes that's giving the Louisville defense a ton of problems. Chunk catches. And we've seen that a ton from tonight here by Ole Miss. A catch of 34 by Dontario Drummond on a slant route. Jerrion Ely from the backfield got a catch of 18. Braylon Sanders on a slant got a catch of 28. And then Ja'Cour Pearson also got a catch of 27. So if you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for being a part here. Special live stream tonight that I'm covering college football Louisville against Ole Miss. Usually the majority of my content's actually more basketball games. I'm a huge fan of college basketball. I cover a ton of college basketball. Also, I cover the NBA as well. And also, I've covered other sports, NFL in there, along with Major League Baseball too. I've done football, baseball. I've done a couple NASCAR races as well for special live streams, along with lacrosse. I've done too. So glad to have you guys be a part of the community. Okay, so it's going to be Louisville football when we do go back. 16-0. 11:25 left to go in the second quarter. This ball gets booted away. And Louisville will return it from their own 6. Past the 10, 15-20. And takes it to around the 31-yard line on the return. Positive for 25. On the return goes to number 19, Hassan Hall. So coming back onto the field here, Malik Cunningham and the Cardinals offense. They'll start off at their own 31-yard line. Just 5 passing yards so far by Cunningham tonight. Okay, so on this tackle, there's another review. This will be the 3rd review in this game for targeting. Again. So we have another booth-initiated review currently for targeting. And already we've seen 2 players get tossed. One for Ole Miss and one from Louisville so far in this game. Yeah, I'd probably go Steph, Reggie Miller, and then Ray Allen for some of the top 3-point guys in the history of NBA. So we've yet to pick up in this game. It's oh wow. One of the special teamers, number 11 for Ole Miss, got knocked out by a Louisville player. That was away from the return. That was at the 25-yard line. That was away to the right side of the returner, just to open up a big gap. So they are looking at this one right now, number 29. The guilty party for Louisville that they are currently looking at. And that is Tiberius Peterson. And this will be the 2nd Louisville player tossed if targeting is confirmed. And that definitely looked like there was enough helmet to helmet to do that. What's good, Vincent, on the stream? Welcome in. So that is the second player for Louisville who has been ejected from this game. Tavares Peterson has just been ejected from this game, and Louisville on that return took him to the 31. That penalty backs them up all the way back to their own 13-yard line. Here's the rush to the left side of the field. Nothing there. Right back at the line of scrimmage as the Ole Miss defense swarms, and Travion Conley, no gain in the carry. What's good? Listen to the stream. Welcome in. I'm doing pretty well. And there's another flag that's down. And this is on the offense. Just going to keep on backing up Louisville some more. Holding on the offense. Replay first down. This is getting really difficult for Louisville. They keep on backing up in their own territory, and they've yet to get anything going through the air, which is troublesome for them because they're down 16-0. You need a passing game to get yardage. 1st and 16, ball spotted at their own 7-yard line. Cunningham goes 5 wide from the gun. Pressure to his right. Watch out as he gets crushed as he throws incomplete out of bounds. Oh, he is so lucky to get that football away. Looks like if he was one more second late passing that football, he would have got potentially strip sacked, and Ole Miss could have recovered that in their own end zone. Second and 16 now for Louisville, all the way back at their own 7-yard line. They go 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right for receivers operating out of the pistol. Here's a handoff towards the left side. Nothing there. Loss of 3. Back to the 3-yard line about. A lot of players coming up on that tackle, too, for Ole Miss. It was Taquarius Tisdale, number 22. One of the players coming free for a senior defensive end on the line. And taking down the running back, Jalen Mitchell, for a loss in the play. 3rd and 18 now for the Cardinals. Backed up inside their own 5-yard line. Dangerous field place that they are in right now. Cunningham from the gun. 3 to the right, 1 to the left, takes a snap, screens out to the right side, underneath. Past the 5 to the 10. Needed to get 18. Got themselves about a gain of 7 on the catch. And this will be a punting situation for Louisville. No shots taken downfield by Malik Cunningham in this game. Disappointing for the Cardinals that they run a 3rd and long play like that they just pass the football underneath. Well away from the first down marker, and Ole Miss once again makes a defensive stand. Mark Vassett on to punt the football away. 9.5 left to go. Second quarter. Vassett boots it away from his own end zone. Ole Miss back to return. Short punt. Fielded at the 45 and a fair catch. And that is where Ole Miss will take over at their own 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson's with the Ravens. Not a good side right now for Louisville. No passing whatsoever has been going in this game. 2 for 7 by Cunningham, 13 passing yards. Ole Miss just has the total upper hand. Great field position to start off. Total yardage 210 to 70 in favor of Ole Miss. First downs in favor of Ole Miss, 13 to 4. Penalties been aplenty tonight. Louisville with 7 penalties for 55 total yards, and Ole Miss with 6 penalties for 40. Hey, what's good, Oswaldo? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you guys in the channel. If you're new here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. This is a special live stream I'm covering. college football tonight, Louisville versus Ole Miss. Majority of my content that I usually actually cover, though, is college basketball and also NBA games. But I do cover other sports, football, baseball, covered a little bit of NASCAR racing in there too. Right now we're in a basketball off season. Next football stream will be Thursday Night Football, Week 1 to start off. Cowboys versus Bucks on Thursday night. I think I'm going to be doing a couple different special live streams for the next 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday. I think I'm going to do a little bit of the U.S. Open for tennis. I've never streamed tennis before, so if you guys are interested, feel free to stop on by for that. I've never called tennis before, but I want to do it. So tomorrow, no football going on. So I'll have an opportunity to do that. 16-0 Ole Miss. They have the football. Terrific start as they'll take over at their own 45-yard line. And it's just been a nightmare game for Louisville. They come out, their defense gives up an opening drive touchdown. They've yet to find any sort of response to Ole Miss's offense when it comes to slant routes up the middle. And Matt Corral is 8 for 13, 156 passing yards. He's got a rushing touchdown himself. Rushing touchdown by Henry Parrish Jr. at the goal line. Yeah, all the other games were close, and then this game right now. Unfortunately, we still have a lot of time remaining. But unfortunately right now, Ole Miss has just been too strong throughout this one, and Louisville hasn't got any sort of rhythm going on. So we are back to action. Handoff towards the right side, past the 45, chopped up around the 46. A rush of 1 on the carry as it goes to Henry Parrish, sophomore running back for the Rebels. I've never done UFC before either. I hope to maybe do that sometime. I'd have to learn a lot more about it. Quick pass to the right side, deflected up in the air, incomplete. Down the sideline, brings up a 3rd and 8. Ole Miss, they go to the hurry up. Their first drive, they had averaged around 16 seconds per play on their opening drive to the touchdown. 3rd and 8 from the gun. And we have a flag down, and this will back up Ole Miss a little bit more. It'll be a 3rd and 13 coming up false start on the offensive line. Third and 12 now at their own 42. From the gun, Corral takes a snap, clear pocket, back to pass. He's going to rush up past the 45, keeps on running, and he gets tackled at the 46-yard line. Needed to get into Louisville territory, but a late flag comes down. Late penalty flag comes down here. We'll see this call. Louisville's already committed 7 penalties in the first half. 2 of their players have got tossed in this game due to targeting. 1 player by Ole Miss has got tossed due to targeting, and here's the penalty call. And it is on the offense. Ole Miss commits the penalty. Personal foul by number 64, Nick Broker, on the offensive line. Late penalty comes down. He was shoving on the top of the pile. Number 6 for Louisville. He shoved away from the pile. He shoved Yaya Diaby away from the pile, and that's what committed the penalty for Ole Miss. So 4th and 18. Ole Miss will have to punt away the football. Louisville is looking for something big. Game filled with penalties, 15 combined, 8 by Ole Miss, 7 by Louisville. Mac Brown, number 96, boots this football away from his own 25. He angles it towards the right side of the field. The Cardinals back to return. They'll let it bounce. And it gets bounced and picked up at their own 21. That's where the return man gets automatically tackled. So Braden Smith, gain of 0 on the punt return, and the Cardinals offense back onto the field. Oh, I bet so much stuff goes out there. Goes out there. Must be super entertaining to live out in Vegas. 1st and 10, 3 wide to the right. Takes a snap. Play action by Cunningham. He'll take his first deep shot down the field, and it gets intercepted at midfield. Down the left sideline. Whoop! Slips past one tackle down to the 40-yard line. Return of 10 on the interception. It is number 5 for Ole Miss. DeAndre Prince, the junior corner, who picks it off. There's a flag down, though. We'll take a look at the penalty flag. Flags have been a plenty today, and this is on the offense. That interception will stand. One pass downfield, and Cunningham gets the ball picked off. That was the deep shot. And he just put so much air over it. Just chucks it downfield. Into double coverage. And the third man was coming along late there too. Right in the middle of the field. Double coverage. Interception. Not even close. Clearly underthrown in that football. First and 10 now for Ole Miss. Ball spotted at the Louisville 35. Play action. Passes to the left side. Complete pass to 30. Down the left sideline. Breaks the tackle. 20, 15, 10. Stays in bounds to the 5. Rolling over to the pylon at the 1-yard line. He is out. Catch a 39 on the reception. Jonathan Mingo to the goal line for Ole Miss. This defense is getting shredded. They might look at the left foot to see if he was out of bounds around the 10. Let's see here in this replay as he keeps it going. And yeah, he is out of bounds to the 1 for sure. Ball spotted at the goal line. No, Steven Adams is Aquaman. And also Jack Matthews. First and goal now for Ole Miss. Ball spotted at the 1. From the gun, they have motion towards the right side with their tight end, Rogers. Handoff up the middle. And that pile trying to move forward, and the referees blow it dead at the 1 still. So the carry went nowhere with Snoop Connor. Back to the 1-yard line, brings up a 2nd down and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Handoff up the middle, bulldozing his way forward to the end zone. Connor with a touchdown. 1-yard touchdown rush, 3rd rushing touchdown of the game, 2nd one from 1 yard out by Ole Miss. Henry Parrish Jr. got the first one, the 2nd rush for 1 yard by Snoop Connor on this drive, and also Matt Corral got a touchdown rush of 6. (22-0) Ole Miss as they will attack on the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. This is through the uprights and good. 23-0 Rebels. As we have 7:12 left to play in the second quarter, Malik Cunningham airs it out to midfield. Jumps the route for Ole Miss, number 3. Their corner. And intercepts it for Otis Reese. Sets up terrific field position for Ole Miss. A 39-yard catch to the goal line. And then 2 plays later, a rushing touchdown. What's good, Aaron, on the stream? Welcome in. It's just unfortunate because this game is just not competitive whatsoever. So if you guys are new to the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, tonight. Special live stream to some college football here. Louisville against Ole Miss, and everything going the Rebels' way tonight in this game. And there's still no answers for Louisville's defense when it's been on the slant, defending those crossing routes downfield, and that's been a major problem. If you can't stop the crossing routes, how are you going to be able to defend the pass? And for Louisville themselves, they haven't been able to even move the ball downfield with a pass, and it's just been a tough game so far. Still a lot of football left to go. 7:12 remaining in the second quarter, but they've been able to stop the run quite a bit. It's just when it gets into that inside the 5-yard line, Louisville hasn't been able to make defensive stands there. All right, so we get right back into action here. 23-0. This ball gets booted away, and Louisville returns from their own 6-yard line. Past the 20. Knocked down around the 23 on the return. The Cardinals coming back out to the field. I think it's Louisville is not so great from what I've seen so far. They don't have a passing game at all. You need an offense, and their defense is struggling too, and this is concerning. And Ole Miss is playing this game without their head coach Lane Kiffin, and they're not really known to be a defensive type of team. Ole Miss's metrics for defense was at the very bottom of college football last season. 1st and 10. Pass overthrown, incomplete. Looking for Marshawn Ford towards the left side of the field. Cunningham got knocked down, brings up a 2nd down and 10. I was a huge fan of Bird, but I'd probably go Johnson there as the top player over Bird. .7:03 left to go in the second. From the pistol, Cunningham takes a snap. Handoff up the middle, and nothing going on there. Ole Miss converges and swarms, bringing down Trevion Cooley for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. There was no hole whatsoever on that rush. Number 0, Lakia Henry. Number 22, Tarakias Tisdale, both able to converge and make the tackle. Louisville from the gun, running back Cooley lined up to the left of Cunningham. 3rd down and 10, ball spotted at their own 23. Takes a snap, pressure coming, Cunningham. He rushes towards his right, pump fake. He'll rush down the right sideline. Big collision out of bounds. Could have been helmet to helmet here. We'll see the call. Obviously, the Louisville bench is furious. They thought it was helmet to helmet colliding. Cunningham as he collided to the right sideline out of bounds off of Otis Reese. And there is no penalty flag that was thrown down. And it brings up a 4th down and 7 for the Cardinals. What's good? Barco in the stream. Welcome in. 6 minutes left to go before halftime. Vassett about to boot this football away, but first, we are going to have a look at this, I'm pretty sure, if this was targeting. What's good behind the Eric fan? Welcome to the stream. So they are looking at this right now to see if this targeting. Ooh, it was for sure. Oh, what a big hit. 2 players for Louisville have already been ejected. This is on Ole Miss where they've had 1 player be ejected from the game. Protecting the quarterback, the big thing, and number 0 for Ole Miss, it was Otis Reese, number 3, who was in on the tackle. Number 0 was the one who made the hit. Lakia Henry, as Cunningham was going to the right sideline. That is clearly targeting. There's already been 3 players tossed out for that tonight. These 2 teams have no history against each other either. So that is the 4th player that will be ejected tonight for 2 for Ole Miss, 2 for Louisville. That is an ejection for Ole Miss. Number 0, Lakia Henry, has been sent packing and will not see the field for the rest of the game. So 4 total targetings, 2 by each team tonight. It results in the 1st and 10 for Louisville now. Cunningham takes the snap. Passes underneath, complete at the 45, and that will be about a gain of 5 and a catch as it goes to Jordan Watkins, the wide receiver, brings up a 2nd and 5. What's good? No ego in the stream. Welcome in. 2nd and 5 coming up. Louisville has the ball placed at their own 46-yard line. Operating out of the pistol. Cunningham takes the snap. Play action. Back to pass in the pocket. Steps up. He rushes. And Cunningham knocked down just shy of the 1st down marker at midfield. Needed to get to the 49 of Ole Miss territory. Got to the 50. And this will bring up now a 3rd and short for the Cardinals. Ooh. I'll go Joe Montana there. A short rush up the middle. And that appears to be enough for Louisville to get the 1st down. Needed 1, got 2 by Cunningham. And it moves the chains for the Cardinals now at the Ole Miss 48. First and 10. Cunningham from the gun. Takes the snap. Back to pass in the pocket. Looks towards his left. Flushed out towards his left. Being rushed out towards the left sideline. And tripped up for a sack. Loss of 1 by Cunningham trying to dive out. Back to the line of scrimmage marker. Couldn't get there. Ole Miss forcing him to his left. Sam Williams, senior defensive end, the one who picks up the sack. Yeah, this could be a rivalry in the making for sure. I can't believe both of these teams have never faced each other. 60 seasons as a football program for Louisville. Ole Miss has been playing football for 116 seasons. Cunningham screens it out to the left side. That pass is complete to Cunningham as they do a little bit of trickery themselves. Not enough for the first down, but able to get about half of it. And it'll bring up about a 3rd and 5 now for the Cardinals. So they have to go playbook with trickery, and that's when you knew things are not looking so hot for your offense. When your quarterback catches a pass. 3rd down and 3. Cardinals have the ball at the Ole Miss 41. From the gun is Cunningham. He takes the snap. Back to pass in the pocket. Steps up. Fires towards the right side of the field. Incomplete. Almost intercepted. A.J. Finley had a jump on that football. The wide receiver fell down to the right side of the field. And lucky that wasn't a pick six thrown by Cunningham. His wideout, Tyler Harrell, just falls right down. 4th and 3 coming up for Louisville. Go-to territory right now because they're trailing by 23 with under 3 minutes left to go before halftime. The Cardinals have already missed out on the 4th down conversion. 0 for 1 tonight. And the play clock was going down, and Louisville has to burn a timeout. First timeout of the first half as we'll take a break here. Quick timeout with 2:58 left to go. So right now we're just in this timeout, and there is nothing going for Louisville's passing attack here in this first half. 18 passing yards by Malik Cunningham, and they had a lead to a wide receiver to throw a ball for 9 yards to get a trick play, to get some yardage off. That's how much they're struggling offensively. And Cunningham's lucky that the score isn't 30-0 right now. He almost threw a pick six. Oh, yeah, they are crazy. 90,000 fans packed all together in America. It's unbelievable. Like, there's nothing like college football. Like, even NFL, because, yeah, basically, like, the adult fan base, it doesn't get that crazy at NFL games. Because there's not as many fans usually. There's actually more fans at college football games than NFL for most of the stadiums. Because Gillette Stadium, I'm from Massachusetts, so I'm a big Patriots fan. I'm not too far away from Gillette. I'm only like a half an hour south from it. But Gillette has like a capacity around 68,000. Some of these college football stadiums have like 90,000 seating capacity plus. Oh, yeah, that was a huge game. Wisconsin-Penn State to start the season. It was a massive game. Yeah, SEC football and Big Ten football, that's where the fans are absolutely crazy. Like, over here in Massachusetts, college football isn't anything. It's only Boston College. You have teams up in New England that, like, I don't even know how they're still playing at the FBS level still. Like, UMass and UConn. It's just unfortunate, but you go outside New England and start to go to like Penn State, and that's where things start to get big. Is when you get outside New England and into Ohio State, where it's massive, and then down to the southeast, which it is basically what up here in my area is for the NFL. Yep, the swamp with 90K. Yeah, yesterday at Doak Campbell, because I covered Florida State against Notre Dame, that was a packed house. Virginia Tech had a packed house at their season opener against UNC. Welcome in, Caleb, on the stream. So 23-0. We got under 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Back from the timeout. This is a big down here for Louisville. 23-0. They're getting blanketed in this game. And now they go on a 4th and 3 with a ball spotted at the Ole Miss 41 from the gun. They take the snap. Flushed out to the right side. And Cunningham being rushed. He will have to run for it. Gets it to the first down marker down the right sideline. Past the 30. And he dives forward to around the 26. First down for the Cardinals. A little bit of improv by Cunningham to scramble out down the right sideline and pick it up. I like the Rose Bowl stadium there. Here's the snap. Play action. Cunningham screens it over to the right side. Complete to Smith. And he loses a yard on the catch. I've never been to the Meadowlands before, but I would really want to go there. Catch the Patriots Jets in the Meadowlands sometime. Cunningham takes the snap, hands it off to the left side of the hashes on the carry, takes it to the 20, knocked down around the 19-yard line. About 2 yards shy of the first down marker, and the carry is Hassan Hall, picks up 9. Third and 2 coming up now for Louisville. Ball spotted in the red zone at the Ole Miss 19. Cunningham play action. He passes underneath towards the right side. That's complete but short of the first down marker. Might have got a gain of 1. This will bring up a 4th and short. And Ole Miss will have to go for it again. 4 down territory, down 23-0. Approaching 1 minute left to play before halftime on a 13-play drive consisting of 58 yards and over 6 minutes off the clock by the Cards. Ball spot at the Ole Miss 18. 4th and 2 it is for Louisville. Cunningham operating out of the pistol. He takes the snap, shovels it over to his running back, lost control of the football. It's on the ground and Ole Miss recovers it as they pounce on it. Louisville turns it over once again. Second turnover of the game for the Cardinals, and they turn it over inside the red zone at the Ole Miss 18. It was on a quarterback option pitch play off the outstretched fingertips of the running back Hassan Hall as he lost control of it. Just bobbles the ball, and Ole Miss pounces on it and picks up the fumble recovery in the 4th and short. Austin Keys, middle linebacker, freshman, the one who recovered a fumble for Ole Miss. Unbelievable. What a nightmare start to the season for Louisville. Under 1 minute left to play before halftime. So I'd say biggest rivalry would be Alabama-Auburn for the Iron Bowl. Play action, pass down the left sideline. That is caught in a first down just shy of midfield, hauled in. The catch is made by Dontario Drummond. What a catch. Hanging on to that football by a thread. Ball spotted just shy of midfield. Pump fake. Now going to rush. Nobody there. Past the 50. Makes a juke move to the 45. And picks up about a gain of 7 on the rush. Corralling the offense for Ole Miss going hurry up. Mike on the stream. Chiefs stand still. Welcome to the stream here, guys. 26 seconds left to go. 2nd and 2 for Ole Miss and the timeout taken on the field. The Rebels will burn their first timeout as they have the ball now moving at the 45-yard line of Louisville territory. I'm not too sure, Barco, but possibly. Yeah, the the teams that I'm going to be covering for college, those teams pop up a little bit. Williams is one of those teams that pops up that has a road game at one of the teams that I'll be calling games for. I think Bedoyne's on that list too. I feel like Amherst is on there too. Not Colgate though. Yeah, Colgate's Patriot. A couple of those colleges play in the NUMAC because that's where I'm starting to announce games for is at MIT, and they play out of the NUMAC against a couple of those teams. From the gun, 2nd and 2, ball at the 45, play action, back to pass by Corral. He passes underneath, complete, and that is a first down. Gets past the tackler, out of bounds at the 39. .21 seconds remaining. Ole Miss still with 2 timeouts to operate. Ball spotted at the Louisville 38. From the gun is Corral. He's got 2 wide to his right, takes the snap, pump fake. Corral screens it out to the right side, and that is dropped by his running back. Incomplete, looking for Parrish. It's better that he dropped the football for them because he would have caught it, probably got tackled for a loss. So either way, it works out to Ole Miss's favor. Second and 10, 16 seconds before halftime. Corral passes deep to the right side of the line drive pass. Complete, first down. Catch of 11 as it goes to John Rise Plumlee, first catch of the game. 10 seconds remaining, and Ole Miss will burn another timeout. Second charge timeout in the first half. The ball will be spotted here at the Louisville 27-yard line. All right, so who do you got tonight? This poll I'm going to finish up here. 72% picked Ole Miss, 28% picked Louisville, as this game has been a runaway lately. So thanks so much all for participating in that poll as I just closed it out, as we are under 30 seconds remaining before halftime. I think it's going to be really tough tonight, Rick. Louisville's going to have to score and do their part, and they will have to figure it out fast. Because Ole Miss is not going to be able to put up 72 on the board tonight in this game. That pass is complete. Past the 15, makes a move at the 10, and diving forward to around the 8-yard line, and the catch. First down goes to Drummond, the wideout for Ole Miss. 4 seconds left to go. Ole Miss has the chance here to just put points on the board either way. We'll see what they do. Take a shot to the end zone or bring on their special teams. But the ball will be placed at the Louisville 8. So terrific operation of this drive by Ole Miss's offense. Louisville just giving up so many open passes downfield for chunk plays, 15 plus in this game multiple times tonight. Four seconds left to go. Ole Miss will bring on their field goal unit to attempt this field goal from the right hash. Caden Costa, first ever career made field goal, was for 47 yards from the left hash. And now he'll go chip shot from the right hash with 4 seconds remaining before halftime. 22-yard attempt. Costa from the right hash. Chip shot here for Ole Miss. The snap, the hold. This kick is up, drifting. And it is through the uprights as it squeaks in the left uprights in a line drive kick and through. We go to halftime. This game has been Ole Miss 26-0. As there is just zero passing attack whatsoever by the Louisville Cardinal offense. And the defense is struggling mightily to defend Ole Miss with their crossing routes and slants in this game. Louisville will receive the second half kick as we go into halftime. Thanks so much all for being a part tonight on the stream. What's good, old man? Welcome in. Yeah, there's been 4 players who've been have been ejected in the first half of this game due to targeting. 2 players by Louisville and 2 players by Ole Miss who have been ejected tonight. That's crazy that rule exists for college like that. That you take one shot to the helmet and you just automatically get ejected. All right, so right now we're just at halftime. Glad to have you guys be a part of the channel. I'm going to be back in just a second. I'm just going to put down the windows here in the house, and I'll be back in just a second. All right, so I'm back right now. So yeah, I never usually pop down my webcam or so like that, but that's actually what the graphic looks like when I go back to the graphic without the webcam. So that's a pretty cool like background graphic that I have right there that I put the webcam up in place of. So we take a look at the first half stats so far in this game. Ole Miss, Matt Corral, 13 for 20 through the air, 252 passing yards, and moving the ball efficiently on his drives downfield. The first drive was, they went 93 yards downfield to the end zone. And Corral's yet to have a passing touchdown. They've done it all with goal line plays to get into the end zone. A rush of 6 by Corral inside the 10, and then rushes from 1 yard out each by Henry Parrish Jr. in the first drive of the game, and also Snoop Connor for 1 yard out, also got a rushing touchdown for Ole Miss. Yeah, the defense is really struggling. The offense, there's just nothing there. This is not a good sign at all for Louisville because they are getting blanketed against Ole Miss, which was bottom of college football last season in points allowed per game. This offense is just stagnant. Nobody can get open. Cunningham's thrown an interception. He is lucky that he hasn't thrown more than one. He's only passed the football for 17 yards in the first half. But looking at last year's schedule, Ole Miss allowed 51 points to Florida, 41 to Kentucky, 63 to Alabama, 42 to South Carolina, 53 to LSU. That's 5 games in there. Out of their 10, that's half their games that they allow more than 40 plus points. Hey, what's good, Ward? Welcome to the stream. Right now, we're just at the beginning of halftime. Yeah, no problem, man. Tomorrow night's going to be a special live stream for the U.S. Open for tennis, so if you guys enjoy that, feel free to be a part. That'll be my first ever time actually covering tennis before. I've covered a bunch of different sports. Mainly, I cover basketball games. Most of my streams are for college basketball and NBA, but from time to time, I do cover other sports like football, baseball, NASCAR racing a couple times. I've covered lacrosse too. I wanted to add on another sport tomorrow, so tomorrow night when I get home, I'll be covering some U.S. Open. Oh, that's awesome. Warren going to a cookout. Good for you, man. Yeah, definitely they have to figure something out very soon. Hey, what's good, Zachary? Welcome to the stream. I've been doing this for about 2.5 years, approximately. Yeah, most of my content I do usually cover is basketball games. I'm a huge college basketball streamer. I covered most of the games from March Madness, and I also covered a ton of games for the NBA playoffs, but I do cover other sports too during the off season. Next football game after this I plan on doing will be Thursday night, Cowboys versus Bucks for the start of the NFL season. Yeah, it's a crusher whoever took Louisville in this game, because they've had zero motivation at all in this game tonight. It's not even been close. Right from the start, they haven't been able to manage a solid drive at all. Hey, what's good, Jose in the stream? Welcome back in. He went to go get ice cream. That's great, man. Yeah, definitely both sides of the ball have to step up for Louisville for sure. Star Wars in the street, welcome in. So yeah, right now we're just at halftime. This game has been just totally lopsided as indicated by the score. And Louisville's lucky that this game isn't like more than what it is right now. Ole Miss has got 2 field goals. They got 3 rushing touchdowns. And they also almost had a pick 6. 4 players have been ejected in this game due to targeting. 2 players by Louisville and 2 players by Ole Miss. Oh, that's great there. Jose went to Dairy Queen. That's awesome, man. I haven't been there in quite a long time. They have different. They got a couple like different places. One of them they have like the ice cream place that they have for Dairy Queen, but also they got like grill and chill places where they have all different types of food and not just ice cream. Louisville's just done it one way today through their offense, just running the football. They've rushed for 81 yards. They passed for only 26. You have to have a balanced attack on both sides. And the Cardinals tonight, they have attempted 23 rushes to currently 14 passing attempts. And the quarterback, Malik Cunningham, he is 5 for 13 passing for 17 yards. You know things are struggling for Louisville when they had to go into the trick playbook and they got a pass by their wide receiver, Braden Smith, who went for a gain of 9 to their quarterback, Cunningham. So we're just waiting for this game to start up again. Second half coming to you guys soon. It's crazy. Head coach Randy Edsall from UConn, he announced yesterday that he was going to step away from coaching at the end of the season. He's going to instead, he decided today that he will retire from head coaching immediately. And UConn had lost on Saturday against Holy Cross. So that says a lot. I mean, I don't know how in the world UConn is still division or for FBS for football at this rate. I have no clue. I mean, they're a basketball school, and that's what they're good at only. For the two major sports. They haven't made a bowl game in, I don't even think, in over 15 years. Oh, that's cool right there. From a ice cream truck you got on the street. That's awesome, man. The half times for college football are just getting longer and longer. Man. We've been on for over two hours. But those targeting plays haven't helped as this game is just really dragged along because of that. So we're getting close to the second half. Glad to have you guys be a part here on the stream tonight. Covering play-by-play. Louisville against Ole Miss right now just at halftime. And this game's just been really lopsided tonight. Hasn't even been close right from the start. Ole Miss getting a lot of slant passes that they've chunked out multiple yardage on these gains. For slant passes today, we take a look. Ole Miss's offense getting slant passes for gains of 27, 28, 34, 34. Those were the gains, and then a couple other passes that went for 18 to the running back from the backfield, Jerry and Ely, and then a gain of 11 to John Rise Plumlee as he got a late catch before halftime. So, college football is week 1 bad beats. This is trending in that direction currently. So it looks like they have finished up with halftime, and we're about to begin second half in about 3 to 4 minutes from now. Some of the worst bad beats from week 1, as it looks like this. BC beating Colgate 51-0. Nebraska over Fordham 52-7. South Carolina over Eastern Illinois 46-0. Auburn over Akron 60-10. Pitt won against UMass 51-7. SMU beat Abilene Christian 56-9. Virginia blanketed William and Mary 43-0. TCU over Duquesne 45-3. So those were some of the worst beatdowns in week number 1 for college football. I see a 61-14 in there. Rutgers over Temple. That game pretty bad beatdown. Texas A&M 41-10 over Kent State. Oh, sorry to hear about that, Darren. Yeah, there's just been nothing there for Louisville's offense today. It's not been that bad as far as the offensive linemen getting manhandled. It's just been there's been no passing offense whatsoever for Louisville. They're going with everything just short stuff underneath. Like, nobody's getting any separation on the field offensively for Louisville, and they've just done a lot of like quarterback option plays. They don't have much passing plays in their playbook, it seems like. Hey, best of luck to Warren going back to college tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. All right, so we're about to kick things off here. Third quarter about to begin in just a moment. Ole Miss will kick this football away to begin the third quarter. Louisville back to return to receive this kickoff. This ball gets booted away, and we start off the second half. Louisville elects to return it from their own 1-yard line. Past the 20, down the right side of the field, 30, 40, 45, 50. Gets past the kicker, out of bounds around the 47-yard line in Ole Miss territory. What a start by the Cardinals. That is what they needed to set them up with terrific field possession, and there they have it. And now we'll see if their offense can finally execute and take their team down the field on a drive and properly be able to do that and go into the end zone. Louisville got into the red zone once they ended up in a 4th down turnover on the quarterback option pitch that they lost. They will start off from the Ole Miss 47-yard line. From the guns, Cunningham. 3 wide lined up to his left, takes the snap, back to pass. Fires underneath, complete. First down and more, past the 30 to the 25 and dragged down around the 24-yard line. Just shy of the red zone now for the Cardinals. They will go up to the line, do hurry up. 2 wide receivers lined up to the right, 2 to the left. Takes the snap, Cunningham. Quarterback draw up the middle. Now takes it to the right side, past the 20, 15, down the right sideline, 10. Signals his way to the 5-yard line out of bound at the 4. There's a flag down, though. We'll take a look at the penalty flag here. And this is going to be in the offense, so it negates the big rush by Cunningham, holding on the offensive line, number 66 for the Cardinals, Cole Bentley. And it brings back Louisville 10 yards to what would have been a 19-yard carry, which would have set up Louisville in the 5. Instead, they back themselves back 10, and they will have this football now at the Ole Miss 34-yard line. Yeah, there's not as many people as the NBA game, so that's probably why it's going by slower than usual. Cunningham from the gun. He's got 3 lined up to his right for receivers. Cunningham takes the snap. Back to pass. In the pocket, launches left side. Underneath, complete. Spin move past the 30 and dragged down around the 25. Catch of 9. It goes to Jordan Watkins, freshman wide receiver. And this will bring up a 2nd down and 11 for Louisville. Ball will be spotted at the Ole Miss 25-yard line. Going 5 wide, empty backfield. Cunningham from the gun at the Ole Miss 25. Cunningham takes the snap. Back to pass in the pocket. He pump fakes. Now he rushes towards his left. Collides on a sandwich. Gets around a gain of 4 in a rush by Cunningham. Brings up a 3rd down and 6 coming up. Number 44, Chance Campbell, senior middle linebacker, one of the players to converge and take down Cunningham as he was sandwiched between Campbell and a teammate of his. Brings up a 3rd and 6 under 13 minutes left to go, third quarter. Louisville's only converted on 2 third downs tonight, just 2 for 8 on 3rd downs. Cunningham from the gun. He takes the snap in the pocket, flushes out towards his left, and he passes this one out of bounds. Incomplete, brings up a 4th and 6. Terrific defense by Ole Miss with that front line, just giving pressure to Cunningham, forcing him out towards his left, and it was the flush towards the left. Cedric Johnson, the one who was able to take down Cunningham from behind. So Louisville just finding some type of motivation here as they will attempt a field goal. 4th and 6 for the Cardinals. Looking to finally get themselves on the board. From the left side, 38-yard attempt. The snap, the hold, the field goal is up, and this is through the uprights. Finally, the Cardinals get on the board tonight. 26-3 the score. With 12:35 left to go in the third. All right, so a little bit of sign of life by Louisville there. They get a field goal. They just needed something positive to get on the board to start off with. Still miles behind in this game, 26-3 currently to score. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, football just basically, this is an American audience that we have for football. NBA is just so big international. The Philippines was the biggest one. We had a lot of people come in, Jamaica, Bahamas. Those were some of the biggest countries we had as far as people into the chat. Yeah, I noticed that when I had the football channel 2 years ago, it was just USA, that was it. Wasn't really like an international fan base for NFL games. And then baseball is a bigger fan base over in Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Mexico, Cuba, Panama for baseball. But basketball, it's growing so huge. And a lot of people in other countries don't have access to watch basketball. Yeah, it's growing fast, especially in Europe. You could see, even though USA won the gold medal in the Olympics, you could see during exhibition that the other teams, Team Nigeria had even beat USA in the exhibition. How far these teams have caught up from what they were like years past. So Travelstead about to kick this football away for Louisville. They finally get themselves on the board for the first time tonight. He kicks this ball away. Ole Miss back to return. This kickoff is short. It's fair caught, though, at the 4. And the Rebels will start off at their own 25. First and 10 for Ole Miss. They start at their own 25-yard line. Corral from the gun. 3 bunched up for wide receivers to his right. He pitches it towards the right side to Ely, who keeps on drifting back and back and back. The Cardinals submerge Ely, and that is a loss on the play. A massive loss, and brings up a second down and long. Nothing there's the edge just... There was nothing set on the edge. It just completely just came apart as the blockers weren't able to block upfield, and Louisville, with their defensive front line, converged and took down Ely. Loss of 8 on the play. They have a little bit of motion in the backfield. Play action, back to pass across the middle. That ball is complete. Hauled in with a defender on it for the first down catch. Needed 18, got about 22 on the reception down the seam of the field. Drummond, senior wide receiver, the one with the reception. They go no huddle now for Ole Miss. Ball spotted at their own 39. They'll go a quarterback keeper up the middle to just shy of midfield on the rush. Gain of 9 approximately on the carry by Corral. It brings up a 2nd and short. Oh, they will give him the spot. That's a generous spot. 1st and 10, the referees say. Ball spotted at their own 49. Corral, play action, plenty of time in the pocket. Launches to the left side, complete, chopped up. Gain of 4 on the reception. It goes to John Rise Plumlee. Ole Miss keeps on going. Hurry up offense. 11 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 6 for the Rebels. Matt Corral's passed over 275 passing yards through the air, 15 for 22 tonight. He takes a snap as he'll go slant, incomplete. Looking for Rise Plumlee again in a quick slant. His back not turned around to the football, and the ball drops on the turf, incomplete. Another quick slant, incomplete, looking for Mingo. He was left wide open and just missing his mark was Corral on the pass. Hey, what's good? Vaughn in the stream, welcome in. So this will bring up a 4th down and 6. For Ole Miss, I believe it's a 3rd and 6 here. I think they're about to play off. The graphic had it wrong. Either way, that pass is complete. 1st down and more. Now swung down inside the 30. And a catch made by Drummond. They keep on going, no huddle. Under 11 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, no problem, Vaughn. Whenever you're around, feel free to stop on by. And best of luck with all the college work you got there and going to college. First and 10, Ole Miss from the gun, takes the snap. Corral. He hands it off on the draw carry. That rush will go for about a gain of 7 on the carry to Ely. Brings up a 2nd and short. They go hurry up again. 2 wide to his left, 2 to the right. Hand off Ely, 1st down. Takes it to the 15-yard line. Inside the red zone now at the Louisville 15. 2 wide receivers to the right and to the left. Ely lined up in the backfield, left side of Corral. Corral takes a snap from the gun. He'll pass underneath, and that is complete to the end zone. Touchdown. Matt Corral, quarterback draw option pass as he was looking to do a quarterback draw, and then at the last minute, both of his feet behind the line of scrimmage, pass to a wide open Jerry and Ely in the middle of the field, wide open for the touchdown. There is a flag down, though. We'll take a look and see the penalty call. It looked like both of his feet were behind the line of scrimmage when Corral released the pass. And this penalty is on Ole Miss. It will take away the touchdown. It is an ineligible player downfield. So Ely was an ineligible pass catcher in that situation. And this will bring up a 1st and 15 now for Ole Miss. Ball spotted at the 20. Handoff to the carry left side. This goes to Parrish, and he stopped right back at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, this game ain't going to the over. Not even close. 5-year anniversary of that. There you go, Vaughn. Approaching the 9-minute mark left remaining. 2nd and 14 for Ole Miss. Ball spot at the Louisville 19-yard line. 3 to the right, 1 to the left for receivers. From the gun is Corral. His running back lined up to the left side is Parrish. Parrish now lines up to the right of Corral. 9 minutes left to go. Corral takes the snap, pitches over to the right side of Parrish. And Parrish gets chopped up for a loss of 2. Drop back at the 21-yard line. It was Jack Fagot, number 28, the one who chopped up Parrish for a loss of 2 in the backfield. Under 9 minutes left to play in the third quarter. 3rd and 16 for Ole Miss at the Cardinals' 21-yard line. 2 wide to the right and left side. Takes the snap is Corral. He's back to pass in the pocket. Airs out to the end zone. That is incomplete. Just missing at the back of the end zone on the line to his outstretched fingertips. Off of Braylon Sanders' outstretched fingertips in a diving attempt. Incomplete. Brings up a 4th down. Nice effort by Sanders there. That pass just a little bit to the left. Thrown on a line by Corral. And it brings out the kicker, who is a perfect 2 for 2 tonight on field goals. Freshman Caden Costa makes from 47 and 22. Comes on for the field goal. From the right hash, 38-yard attempt by Costa. The snap, the hold, the kick by Costa. It is through the uprights and good. Ole Miss again goes up by 26. 29-3 to score, 8:22 left to go in the third. Yeah, I can't believe it's been 5 years right there, Vaughn. Look at how much you have grown there, bud. Matt Corral, 16 for 26 through the air, 296 passing yards. Yet to find the end zone tonight. But it's been through rushing, and this is 3 field goals tonight by Ole Miss. So, let's see here. If Ole Miss scores all touchdowns in this game, because they've scored 3, they will put up 42 on the board right now instead of 29 at the moment. Hey, thanks so much, Kevin. Really appreciate it, man. Like always, brother. Yeah, glad I've been an inspiration to you guys. So yeah, I'm actually supposed to start off calling play-by-play for a couple colleges very soon. I'm trying to see if I can get in and do some fall sports, because I've never done volleyball before, but I've been trying to like pick it up or so. So I'm trying to learn a couple fall sports, because it's a sign-up sheet you can do for both of the colleges, and definitely going to be taking a lot of basketball games coming up in the wintertime. Because that's my main strength is basketball. Basketball, baseball, lacrosse. It's those 3. The 2 schools, one of them, because I was late for one of them, and the football games were already taken because I applied late into it, so they already had set up the football play-by-play people for the season. But I saw that they have like a lot of openings for volleyball. What's good, Craig, in the stream? Welcome in. I'm doing pretty well there, man. Yeah, thanks so much, Warren. Yeah, best of luck in college goes to Warren there. Because I know you're trying to manage college and work too. Yeah, tomorrow night will actually be a special live stream because there's no football going on tomorrow night. Only thing going on tomorrow night, I believe, for sports is the U.S. Open. So I'll be covering my first ever tennis match tomorrow to see if we can, if I could be able to get that down for tomorrow. So that'll be added on there. I haven't done any international games. A lot of them I'm like not able to get on TV. The score right now is 29-3. Ole Miss has been up in this entire game. So we are back to action. This ball gets kicked away. Louisville returns it. They get chopped up past the 25, out of bounds around the 29-yard line. And that's where they're going to start off this drive. Hey, thanks so much for the dono, Kevin. Really appreciate it, man. 4 targeting calls tonight. Absolutely crazy. All in the first half. Never seen that many targeting calls in my life before. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm supposed to cover a football game on Thanksgiving for the radio station that I work at. So, doing these football streams definitely preparing me for when I do cover the game in person. Can't wait for that. It's going to be quite different, though, because I don't get that automated first down marker, don't get the automated line of scrimmage marker. Here's a rush up the middle, past the 35, takes it to around the 37, gained a 7 on the carry for Louisville. That's by Jalen Mitchell. The running back brings up a 2nd and short. I think I'm going to do the women's match for tennis at 7 because I saw that they're on first. The men played a 5 set, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing the men because that one is really late. The women's usually go as much less because they play 3 sets. There's an injured Louisville player going off the field right now. As the clock will stop, we have 8:02 remaining. So the match tomorrow looks like at 7 o'clock is Barbora Chekova and Arana Sabalenka. So those are the 2. Yeah, I plan on doing Thursday night football. 2nd and 2, screen out to the left side. That pass is complete. Stiff arm, pass the left sideline. That's a first down. Yeah, I was watching some of the men's matchup, and the matchup went for like almost 4 hours. It is crazy. Crazy how long games can go. If you keep on playing like into like 7 points in the set, it goes on and on and on. Like the match could go for like an hour and a half. Here's a rush by Cunningham, gains 1 on it as he takes it to the Louisville 44-yard line. Oh, sorry to hear that, Vegas. Just see if you can keep on talking to her there. Just go for it, man. Just see if you can try to come out of your shell and be yourself. That's the big thing. 2nd and 9 coming up. Louisville play action. Cunningham passes as he gets crushed delivering the pass. First down catch. Pass midfield as it is caught by Amari Huggins. Bruce for the first down. And Cunningham able to get back up on his feet, but he got crushed as there was a clear hole up the middle. And Ole Miss with one of their linebackers, number 54, crushed Cunningham as soon as he released that football. 1st and 10 now. Louisville at the 44 Ole Miss territory. Past the right sideline. That's complete. And out of bounds around the 35. Gain of 9 in the catch, and it will be a 2nd and short. Yeah, it's been really disappointing for the ACC. The ranked teams, Notre Dame almost lost yesterday. This is a handoff towards the left side. Able to squeak his way past to the middle of the field. That is a first down in the carry. Rumbling forward to around the 30-yard line. The flag is down, though. We'll take a look and see the penalty call on the field. Yeah, that's insane there. 7-6 in tennis matches in 4 hours plus. Yep. I heard the Red Sox game went on for like over 6 hours today. North Carolina was disappointing. They lost against Virginia Tech. And then Notre Dame almost lost yesterday against Florida State. So, yeah, really disappointing first week for the ACC. Hey, there you go. Good to hear there, Vegas. Under 6 minutes left to go in the third. 2nd and 11 coming up for Louisville. They are finally striking. Ball spotted at the Ole Miss 44. Pass underneath, complete. Gain of 4 to the 40. As the catch is made by Josh Johnson, senior wideout for the Cardinals, brings up a 3rd down. Under 5.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. It will be a 3rd and 6 for Louisville. Ball spotted at the Ole Miss 39. Cunningham takes the snap, handoff up the middle, bouncing off a tackler. Second effort gets the first down and more. Past the 30 to Pyle. Keeps on pushing and pulling forward. Oh my goodness. A sea of red jerseys moving the line for Louisville. As that is a first down rush by Hassan, our number 15, Jalen Mitchell got the carry. And the big boys for the Cardinals keep on pushing and pulling. And it was about a gain of 7 after the pile had formed. Ball spotted just shy of the red zone, past the left side, complete at the 15. 2nd down and 4 coming up for the Cardinals, now inside the red zone. What's good? Chris in the stream, welcome in. 2nd and short coming up for the Cards, as we are under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Yeah, I heard about that. With Jose Iglesias coming back to the Red Sox. Here's a rush towards the right side. And that will be enough for the first down as they carry it to the 11-yard line of Ole Miss territory. Rush of 5 in the carry. And the Cardinals starting to move the football, especially when it comes to gains on the ground. And short passes underneath by Cunningham has been a part of this drive too. So the Cardinals trailing 29-3. Under 4 minutes left to go, and they've gone 9 plays, 59 yards, 4.5 minutes on this drive. From the gun, Cunningham takes the snap. Play action, back to pass in the pocket, now flushed out to his right. Cunningham pump fake, and he just throws this one out of bounds. Yeah, I think they probably brought him back just for like depth in the team now because they have a lot of players missing time. So I think that was more of a move to get him back to get some depth on for Boston. 2nd and 10 coming up. Three wide to the left. From the guns, Cunningham. Ball spotted at the Ole Miss 11. Cunningham hands it off. Mitchell moves it forward to around the 6, and that's where the pile will push him down. Gain of 5 in the rush by Jalen Mitchell. 3rd down for Louisville coming up from the Ole Miss 6. Three minutes left to go in the third quarter. Cunningham under center. He is going to operate here from the pistol. Behind him, the running back, Hassan Hall. Cunningham from the pistol. He'll keep it himself to the left side. And that will be a rush of about 3 on the carry. Still, it's going to bring up 4th down. It was a 3rd and 5 at the 6-yard line. Needed to get to the goal line for the first down. Got the ball to the 3. This will bring up a 4th and short. Go-to territory for Louisville, trailing 29-3. The Cardinals will go for it. Cunningham from the gun. 2 bunched up to the left and right side. They need to get to the 1-yard line for the first down or get a touchdown. 4th and 3. 1 on the play clock. They got to snap it off. They do. Cunningham fires to the end zone. Complete touchdown. Front right corner of the end zone. Touchdown catch made by the sophomore wideout Braden Smith and the Cardinals. Finally get their first touchdown tonight. There is a penalty flag thrown down, though. We'll take a look at this call. Roughing the passer by the defense for Ole Miss. Touchdown confirmed on the field for Louisville. On the right side of the field, number 4, Braden Smith lined up to the left of his wide receiver, Shai Wertz. And he goes to the right sideline, receives the pass to the 1, and takes it to the front right corner of the end zone for the touchdown grab. Here's the extra point by James Turner, the place kicker. The snap, the hold, the kick by Turner. It is right through the uprights and good. 29-10 the score. The Cardinals showing signs of life here in the second half. As we will take a break from the action. 2:41 left to go, 1:58 left to go as the clock updates in the third quarter. What's good? Bradley back onto the stream. Louisville finally feeling some signs of life here, which means Bradley comes back in. Let's see, hot dog or pizza? I will take pizza there, Lorenzo. Yeah, I don't eat much hot dogs. Like, I don't really eat many hot dogs. I heard something that a hot dog takes away like 35, I think it's like 35 minutes away from your life, a hot dog takes. So, yeah, do the calculation there for Joey Chestnut. Yikes. Crazy. So there was an article that came out a couple days about this. Eating one hot dog takes 35 minutes off of life, a study suggests. So Joey Chestnut has eaten 1,089 hot dogs on the 4th of July alone. Never mind what he is trained for. So that equates to be over 38,000 minutes. Yeah, I like pineapple on pizza. Hawaiian's really good. So that's about 26 days. That it would be for Joey Chestnut. That would be taken off. It's crazy. That's just from eating hot dogs on the 4th of July. Never mind what he does to train either. What's good, Jose in the stream? Welcome in. Yeah, this game was not close early on. Ole Miss, though, gets a touchdown. That's a little motivation for them that they've got. So it's still quite a while in this game for Louisville, but at least this game is much closer than it was. They've had trouble stopping the pass, though, but they did hold Ole Miss to another field goal. Ole Miss has had 3 field goals tonight. Yeah, sorry to hear, Bradley. Hopefully next game. There's still quite a bit of time here. Yeah, that was a really difficult first half. Yeah, next game, they should really get that next game. They're taking on Eastern Kentucky. That's a problem if they don't get that one. So Louisville kicks this one away. Ole Miss will fair catch it at their own 9-yard line, and that's where they will start off now at their own 25. So there's some opportunities here for Louisville before the conference schedule starts to heat up in late September. As they go Eastern Kentucky, their next game, a tune-up before they have UCF in the 17th Friday night matchup. And then they got 2 back-to-back road games to start off ACC play at Doak Campbell against Florida State and at Wake Forest. What's good, Eugene in the stream? Welcome in. Here's a handoff towards the right side of the hashes, past the 30-35, chopped up around the 37-yard line. Rush at 12 and the first down carry picked up by Snoop Connor. Oh, that's awesome for your sister there, Vegas. Best of luck to your sister's tryout for hockey. This will be a quarterback keeper to the right side. 40 slides down, and that will be enough, it appears to be, for the first down. Gain of 10 on the rush by Corral. So I got right there, field hockey, that is. I just saw the field part to that on the second sentence. Or second line. Here's a rush to midfield. Gain of about 4 on the carry for Ole Miss as they just keep on moving that football. That rush by Snoop Connor again. Second rush he has had for this drive. So Ole Miss just keeps on going with their hurry-up offense, and this is tiring out Louisville's defensive front so far. They just keep on pounding the rock. 1 minute left to play in the third quarter. Ole Miss from midfield. From the gun is Corral, the quarterback. Corral takes the snap. Back to pass, fires out towards the right side, complete. And at the 45, it is a gain of 5. Open field tackle made for the Cardinals as it goes to Kendrick Duncan, who makes the tackle. The catch recorded by Braylon Sanders for a gain of 5. Approaching 30 seconds left to go. At the 44-yard line of Louisville territory. From the gun is Corral. They will slow down the play clock. Corral takes the snap, back to pass in the pocket, pump fake. Corral fires across the left side of the hashes. That is complete to the 20-yard line. First down into the red zone. Pass caught by the senior wideout, Dontario Drummond. Corral gets the Louisville defense in the pump fake. There is a penalty flag down, though, so we'll check the call. And this is on the Cardinals. First down will stand for Ole Miss. 1 pump fake. Second pump fake. Fires to the left side of the hashes on the line. Gain of 24 to catch. First and 10 for Ole Miss, and they will jog up the field here as we have closed out the third quarter. The Rebels 29, the Cardinals 10. 15 minutes of football in the books remaining as we've closed out on the third. Guess who's back? Back again. Braden in the house once again on the stream. Welcome in. Oh, that's awesome. So one of Vegas's girls that he's taking a liking into playing field hockey tomorrow. That's great. So 15 minutes of football remaining tonight. Matt Corral has passed over the 300-yard marker tonight. He has thrown 18 completions out of 28 attempts, 326 passing yards through the air by Ole Miss's quarterback, but yet to get into the end zone as they've gone for 3 rushing touchdowns, one of them by the quarterback from 6 yards down, Matt Corral, quarterback keeper and an option, and then 2 by their running backs, one by Henry Parrish Jr. from 1 yard out, and then another 1-yard rush by Snoop Connor. Florida went to the ACC. Would Florida turn into Clemson? Yeah, possibly. For the first week here, takeaways from the ACC. This has just been disappointing. North Carolina was ranked at number 10. They lost against Virginia Tech. And then Georgia Tech lost against Northern Illinois 21-22. Miami lost big time to Alabama, but nothing you can really do about that matchup there. Just unfortunate week 1 slate for Miami. Louisville here down by 19. And then Florida State almost operated a comeback against Notre Dame. And other than that, the teams that won this week had... a lot of those teams had easy opponents that they had in their schedule. NC State blanketed out USF 45-0. And then Boston College scheduled Colgate and won that game 51-0. Yeah, I heard about that. It's so sad. They're finding more bodies in New Jersey that's been pulled from drownings. So sad. I heard more people pass from in New Jersey than Louisiana. And then people were told to evacuate in Grand Isle, and there were just under 50 people who decided to stay in Grand Isle, Louisiana. And I saw a drone video over there, and it was completely flooded, and none of the houses were livable. It received 140-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Here's a scamper by the quarterback as we are back starting off the fourth quarter. Matt Corral gets taken down by the turf monster. Takes the ball inside the 5-yard line. But he does an acrobatic fall down to the ground. Ole Miss commits a penalty, and this will be a holding call. So that play won't even stand. Corral had the whole field to himself. So back into action. 1st and 20 by Ole Miss. Ball spotted at the Louisville 30-yard line. What's good, Bradford? Welcome to stream. Yeah, I'm shocked they haven't been able to change quarterbacks here. A lot of motion in the backfield. Play action. Screens out to the right side. That pass complete. The Drummond down the right sideline. 20, 15. Knocked out of bounds around the 12. Catch of 18 into the red zone for Ole Miss. Yeah, I thought that you'd be lying right there if you told me Clemson scored 3 points in week 1. That was crazy. Absolutely crazy what Georgia did on Saturday night. 2nd and 1 coming up. Ball spotted at the 12. Handoff to the right side of the hashes, past the 10 to the 5, bulldozing his way forward, past the defender, into the end zone. It is Snoop Connor for the touchdown rush. You might as well call this one a wrap tonight. Snoop Connor, 2 touchdowns in this game, and he's looking like Jerome Bettis out there. Oh, man, bulldozing over a man. Or should I say more like Marshawn Lynch with that type of run. Boom! Just flies right over number 2 for the Cardinals. Chandler Jones, the corner, just gets a head of steam out in front of him, and Snoop Connor runs him over. Watch out, baby. Coming through. Here's the extra point to snap the hold, the kick, and it drifts through the upright. Squeaks in there. On the right uprights and through. 36-10, Ole Miss leading. With 14:11 left to play in the fourth quarter. If you guys are new in the stream tonight, make sure before you sign off, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Calling college football tonight, special live stream. I've covered a lot of close games recently, but unfortunately tonight, this one hasn't been so close. Hey, really appreciate it for Lorenzo staying up at 5 in the morning here in Spain. That's called dedication. Must be working the day shift then, if you're staying up that early. Because you've been up here since 3 into 4 and now into 5 in the morning. What's good, Dakota in the stream? Welcome in. Yeah, this game hasn't been close all throughout. Have a nice night there, man. Happy Labor Day to you guys. Right now it's 11:04 p.m. where I am. So this ball is teed up. We're about to get ready to go back into it. Ole Miss will Louisville will return it past the 25, tackle down around the 29-yard line, and the return is Hassan Hall. Yes, I plan on covering Bucks Cowboys on Thursday night. So Louisville with just over 14 minutes remaining. As we are back into action after the timeout, they'll have the football. First play, a rush that goes back to the line of scrimmage for no gain, and the carry is Jalen Mitchell. Second and 10 at their own 30 for Louisville. Cunningham signaling out to his right, pump fake. Oh, baby, he gets dropped down at the 25. Malik Cunningham takes a sack off of a sandwich for a 5-yard loss. It is DeAndre Prince, the junior corner, who came in there, who was able to rush right at Cunningham and recorded half the sack. Third and long coming up for Louisville. 13 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. We haven't seen much empty sets tonight for the Cardinals. They will go 4 wide this time. 1 to the right, 3 to the left. Cunningham takes the snap. Back to pass, fires across the middle. That ball is broken up, incomplete at the first down marker. It will result in a 4th and 12 by the Cardinals. There's a flag down, though. We'll take a look and see the penalty call. I haven't seen both of them. And that will be holding by the defense. Automatic first down for Louisville. Cunningham, play action, back to pass, fires across the middle, incomplete behind his intended wide receivers. He was looking for Tyler Harrell, and the clock stops with 12:35. Cunningham from the gun, ball spotted at their own 38. He screens it out to left side, caught by Johnson, and he is able to get about a gain of 2. Wrapped up out of bounds. Tackle made by Tashim Johnson, number 21, for Ole Miss, and it brings up a 3rd down and long. Cardinals have the football at their own 41-yard line. 3rd and 7 for Cunningham. He's got 3 wide receivers bunched up to his right. The Cardinals are 3 for 11 tonight on 3rd downs. 1 lined up to his left, takes the snap. Back to pass in the pocket, airs it out middle of the field. Complete first down, 40. 35, rumbling forward to the 32-yard line on the catch. That is Marshawn Ford. Sets a whole new chains coming up for the Cardinals. And that is a gain of 28 on the reception. First and 10 for Louisville. Cunningham from the gun takes a snap. Back to pass. Fires across the middle. Broken up, incomplete. It is Momo Sanogo, the one who breaks up the pass for Ole Miss, brings up a 2nd and 10. What's good? Vaughn back into the stream. Cunningham will rush, quarterback draw up the middle, gets the first down. Gain of 11. Cunningham wants a flag after that one, and the referees aren't going to throw one. Looked like a late hit to the helmet area, and Ole Miss gets away with a hit to the helmet. Hey, have a nice night, Jose. This game's going on for a long, long time. Over 3 hours of streaming tonight. 1st and 10. Play action. Cunningham flushed out to his right. Passes underneath. That is complete for a minimal yardage. Gain of 2 and a catch to the 18-yard line. Now in the red zone in Ole Miss territory. I did not know that, Vaughn. Pass to the end zone by Cunningham, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd and 8. What's good, Jacob? Welcome to the stream. $10:29 left to go, 4th quarter, 3rd and 8 on the field. Yes, I plan on streaming the game on Thursday. From the gun, Cunningham with the ball at the Ole Miss 18. He takes the snap for Louisville. Back to pass, fires across the middle. That is complete. Past the 5 to the 4-yard line on the catch as it is made by Justin Marshall. Sets up a 1st and goal for Louisville. Gain of 14 on the reception. The Cards will go no huddle. 10 plays, 68 yards in this drive in just under 4 minutes. Cunningham takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself, and Cunningham gets dragged down for a loss of about 2. Big, heavy tackle being made by Ashanti Sistrunk for Ole Miss and brings up a 2nd and goal from the Ole Miss 5. Under 10 minutes left to go, 4th quarter. Cunningham out of the pistol, hands it off. Up the middle, carry will take him to about a gain of 3, and this will bring up a 3rd and goal from the 1. The rush by Jalen Mitchell for the Cardinals. Approaching the 9-minute mark remaining. Cunningham operating out of the pistol. Timeout taken on the field. And this will be a charge timeout to make sure they get the correct personnel for Ole Miss. First timeout charge of the 2nd half. Yeah, 18 years old for Alcaraz is pretty incredible. He's in the quarterfinals. So timeout taken here by Ole Miss. 9:07 left to go, 4th quarter, 36-10. The Rebels up. Yeah, appreciate it, Malika. Anytime. Glad to have you guys be a part of the stream once again tonight. Probably not going to be the final because I think it's during the day on Sunday, and I'm out most of the day on Sunday. Unfortunate part about the final is that it competes with the NFL for the first Sunday for the NFL, which is unfortunate. That's the same thing because I was talking about NASCAR yesterday because I'm a huge NASCAR fan. I go to the race every year up in New Hampshire, but it's unfortunate for NASCAR because the races are on Sunday for the Cup Series, and once it hits fall time, then the viewership completely drops for NASCAR because then it's competing against the NFL. Yeah, Vegas Glad football is back. Oh, yeah, always great to see. Always great when it's the fall time. The fall time's my favorite season. Yeah, there's not much going on in August. That's where preseason NFL is. That's big news for Vaughn there. PGA Tour playoffs in August now instead of September. Oh, yeah, Vegas pumped up for some college hoops coming back. I can't wait to finally call some games in person. I'll have to send you guys the link so you can see me hopefully call a buzzer beater someday. Cunningham, as we are back into action after the timeout, operating out of the pistol. Incomplete pass flushed out to his right at the 3-yard line. There's a penalty flag down, though. We'll take a look and see the call. And this is on Ole Miss pass interference, so Louisville gets a whole new set of downs. The refs are just going over this call right now. We have 9:03 left to go in the fourth quarter. Okay, so they're going to reverse the call. Instead, they pick up the penalty flag and say that there was no penalty by Ole Miss. And instead of a 1st and 10 by Louisville, this will be a 4th and goal now for the Cardinals at the Ole Miss 3. Fourth and goal for Louisville. They are operating out of the pistol here with Cunningham. Cunningham takes a snap. Play action. He is going to rush it himself into the end zone. Collision with his player, but that's a touchdown as he collided with Mitchell about 1.5 yards into his end zone. 36-16, Malik Cunningham, 1-yard touchdown rush. $8:58 left to play. That drive was 14 plays, 70 yards, 5 minutes, 13 seconds off the clock. Here's the extra point to snap the hole. The kick, it's up and it's through. Oh, yeah, for sure. Skull definitely goes by so fast. All right, so right now we got under 9 minutes left to go. Ole Miss will get this football coming back in a couple minutes, as right now we're just on a media break. Oh, yeah, it goes by really quick for me for the month of March. Oh, good question. I'll probably take Rihanna there. Thoughts on January? Not really much that goes on that month. It's just basically basketball in January, besides the college football championship game. Not much going on. I know the 1st of January always has a bunch of bowl games that go on to start off the year. But that's basically college basketball games when conference play starts up. And then when the turn towards the tournament happens, that's more in February, when teams start to get really serious about the tournament, but the resumes start to shape up quite a bit in January. January's got the NFL playoffs too. That's a huge part for January. I'd have to say a pretty boring part of sports would be that gap between March Madness and before the playoffs for the NBA. During that time, there's a lot of not really a lot of games with meaning to them for the NBA. Because of that time, as this is a short kick, Ole Miss is able to field it at their own 40-yard line, and that's where the Rebels will have the football coming up. During that span, I think it's like a 2-week span from the national championship game to the NBA playoffs in a regular year. During that time of span, not really much going on. There's a couple of games that will be like playoff implications, but during the most part, we know by that time who's into the playoffs and who is out. Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting year. I haven't done anything with like conference predictions or anything because there's so many players that transferred in and out. It's so difficult to even gauge. Under 9 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Ole Miss will hand it off down the right sideline. 45-50, 45 into Louisville territory. Tripped up just shy of the 35-yard line. That carry is by Henry Parrish, the sophomore running back. Terrific field position as the Rebels keep on striking. Under 9 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. From the gun. Corral's got 3 wide to his left. Play action. Corral back to pass. Airs it out middle of the field. That ball is complete into the end zone. Touchdown. A 36-yard touchdown strike to the senior wideout, Dontario Drummond, as he gets the touchdown catch. 2 plays. 60 yards. Touchdown. And they're going to put this back. There was a flag down, so this touchdown will not count. So it's going to be on Ole Miss, a penalty. So the touchdown will not count. They get the 6 taken away from the board. They still keep on passing the football. Rushing for and sliding down will be Corral, with a second down coming up as this clock ticks just under 8 minutes remaining. The screen out to the left side. That ball is complete. Gets the first down on the catch past the 25. Wrapped up to the 20. And there'll be a first down on the grab as it goes to Jonathan Mingo. The clock still keeps running. And Ole Miss keeps on going. Hurry up to the line. 522 total yards by Ole Miss to 277 by Louisville. Here's a rush to the left side for a gain of about 1. Big hit by the Cardinals. Parrish gets 1. Second and long for Ole Miss. Ball spotted at the Louisville 18. He'll be a quarterback keeper. To the left side, past the 15 to the 10. Bulldozing his way past the 10-yard line to the 6. On the carry, gain of 12 by Matt Corral on the quarterback draw. Yeah, this game has gone on for ages tonight. This is turning out to be a 4-hour stream. First and goal, Ole Miss has it. The Louisville 6, play action, pass underneath to the end zone, the walk-in touchdown for the senior wideout Dontario Drummond. And that is the 42 on the board in the first touchdown pass tonight, thrown by Matt Corral to Drummond from 6 yards out. $7:11 left to play in the fourth quarter. This game has been all Ole Miss tonight. Yeah, that was an incredible game last night. This one, not so much. The extra point, that is up, and that is through the uprights. 43-17, Ole Miss leads it with 7:11 left to play. Thoughts on February? That's when college basketball starts to get interesting. The Super Bowl is in February. A pretty good sports month. Yeah, pretty good sports month for February. Super Bowl at the beginning of the month. Daytona 500 midway through the month. And then gearing up for March Madness the next month. The NBA All-Star Game usually takes place in February, so a lot good going on there in the month of February. Oh, that was incredible. What a comeback yesterday by Florida State. They just couldn't come through with it, finishing up the comeback. That was an unfortunate field goal that could not go through for Florida State in the first drive of overtime. MB in the stream, welcome in. Yeah, this game has just not been close tonight. That's right, the Winter Olympics this year, correct, in February. So still quite a bit we've got in this game as we are basically halfway through the fourth quarter. Glad to have you guys be a part of the stream. 50 plus watching right now on the channel. If you haven't already done so, hit the thumbs up tonight, spike the like, ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified of future live streams I do cover. Hit the subscribe if you guys are new. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Summer Olympics just happened, and then Winter Olympics are coming up. It's a 6-month difference. It's crazy. It's a half a year difference. Yeah, it is freak how they took him out. Jordan Travis's helmet came off yesterday. And then Mackenzie Milton came in, and the rest is history. You got your starting quarterback now set for Florida State. If Milton had started that game, they would have most likely won that one. Because Travis made some poor decisions in the third quarter. He threw 3 interceptions last night. So this ball gets booted away. Louisville will rush it out, which makes zero meaning because they take it to the 22-yard line. That looked like they were going to not do that much on that return. That looked like they were going to be in trouble around their own 10, 15-yard line. Oh, wow, that's awesome. So rowing in the 2028 Olympics will be at Lake Paris, which is right near where Ian grew up as a child. That's awesome, man. Yeah, honestly, this game might go past midnight. Cunningham from the gun takes the snap. 7 minutes left to play. Airs it out across the middle. That pass is complete, rolling around at the 35-yard line. The Cardinals will move the chains, gain of 15 in the catch. Cunningham operating out of the gun. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Ball spotted at the Louisville 35. Cunningham takes the snap, back to pass, fires, left side of field, complete first down. Past midfield, dragged down around the 46-yard line. That catch is made. Number 8, wide receiving core Tyler Harrow grabs the ball and gets the first down. Under 6.5 remaining. Cunningham operating out of the pistol. He takes the snap, play action. Back to pass, airs it out down the right side, complete at the 40. And dragged down around to the 39 is his wide receiver, Amari Huggins. Bruce, gain of about 6 in the catch. What's good? James in the stream. Welcome in. Yo, Ole Miss just been on a whole nother level tonight in this game. Second and 4, ball spotted at the Ole Miss 39. They screen it out to the left side, caught by Josh Johnson. Stiff arm at the 35. Dragged down around the 34. First down, gets 5. 5.5 remaining left to go in this matchup. Oh, there was discussion when I was in college, Vegas. There was discussion on Boston hosting the 2024 Olympics. There was discussion about that. They had a meeting at my college that had that, and then it just never came through. It was a lot due to the traffic concerns and the facilities in the area. That's why, and the parking. Pass downfield, incomplete, thrown by Cunningham, brings up a 2nd down and 10. Clock will stop with 5:11 left to play. From the gun, Cunningham is 3 wide, lined up to his left. He takes the snap, handoff of the draw. On the carry, that's about a gain of 9. On the rush as it goes to Travion Cooley. Under 5 minutes remaining, 4th quarter. Yep. They were just like, nope, we're not doing this. As they would have to use facilities, I heard, in not only Mass, but they were looking to use facilities in Rhode Island and New Hampshire and Connecticut, and it got just so out of hand. Here's a rush. About a gain of 1 in the carry right at the first down markers. Louisville will move the chains. Carry again by Travion Cooley. Yeah, Boston would fall into Providence there because Providence is too small of a city. It's only like a medium market since Boston's a large market. Pass across the middle. Cunningham completes it to the 9. First down catch made by Jordan Watkins. Moves the chains for Louisville. Brings up a 1st and goal. But yeah, Providence would just fall into the same category as Boston since it's less than an hour away. 1st and goal going 5 wide. This will be a quarterback draw by Cunningham. Gets the right side to the end zone. He is able to get the touchdown. 9-yard touchdown rush and the quarterback keeper by Malik Cunningham. Though this game has been far out of reach for a long time, 3:58 remaining and an extra point coming up as Louisville trails by 20. The snap to hold, the extra point is up and it's good to the uprights. Dominance tonight by Ole Miss. First meeting between these two teams in the Chick-fil-A kickoff. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know how in the world they did it, but Lake Placid hosted the Olympics with a Miracle on Ice. They also did in 1932. They hosted the Olympics. They hosted it in 1980. I don't know how in the world they got away from that, got away with hosting it, because Lake Placid is about 1,500 people that live in Lake Placid. I've been there. I went there a couple years ago and toured the facility, and they have a lot of like small hotels in the area. But the Olympics must have been just so much smaller back then for the Winter Olympics in 1980 than what it is now. It's pretty cool, especially if you're from the Northeast. I definitely recommend it if you're like into hockey going there. Because I went up a couple years ago to Lake Placid. They have a lot of cool stuff there. This is an onside kick, and Ole Miss recovers it. It's by the wide receiver Drummond. And Drummond having a terrific game tonight. He's got himself 8 catches for 168 receiving yards and a receiving touchdown on the last drive. So 1st and 10 with under 4 minutes left to go. A rush that goes right to the line of scrimmage for no gain by Jerry and Ely brings up a 2nd and 10. From the gun is Corral. Clock keeps on ticking down. Ely lined up to the right side, 2 wide receivers to the left. Corral takes a snap, and he'll keep it himself on the quarterback draw up the middle. Fake pitch to Ely, about a gain of 1 on the rush by Corral. Ball spotted at the Louisville 45-yard line. Ole Miss from the gun here with Corral. 2 wide lined up to his left for receivers. Takes the snap. Corral back to pass. Pump fake. He'll step up. He'll rush forward. Corral gains around a gain of 4 to rush up. Try to escape the pressure. It's going to bring up a 4th down. So 2:27 remaining, fourth quarter. Pass across the middle, complete, just shy of the 30. That's a first down. On the catches, it goes to Drummond, who is over 170 receiving yards tonight. Louisville has 2 timeouts remaining. Clock under 2 minutes left to play. From the gun. This is Corral, the quarterback. He takes the snap, hands it off to Ely. Down the left side of hashes, 25 to the 20-yard line. Picks up a gain of 12. The rush, first down, now into the red zone. First and 10, and the time just keeps on ticking off the clock. Under a minute and a half remaining. This game has been all Ole Miss tonight. Ole Miss just been burning clock. From the gun, Corral. Ely lined up to the right side. 4 in the play clock. Corral takes the snap. Hand off to Ely on the draw. Ely will carry for around a gain of 3. Gets brought down, body slammed to the ground as emotions start to flare here. It was Dorsey, number 91, who picked up Ely and put him to the ground. No penalty flag down. There were 4 players who were ejected from this game in the first half due to targeting, 2 for each team. This is the first ever meeting between these two teams. Crazy to think that, because Louisville's been playing at the FBS level 60 seasons for Louisville, and for Ole Miss, they've been 116 seasons as a program. 2nd and 7 with 15 seconds remaining. In victory formation, the snap, the knee, and that will be the ball game. Ole Miss leading throughout this game tonight, 43-24 to final. It just wasn't really close to begin with. And that tonight, everybody, is the ball game. Rather easily, Ole Miss won this game, and they do it with 568 total yards, and 381 of those yards were passing yards. Their quarterback tonight, Matt Corral, passing 22 for 32, 381 through the air. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part of the stream. Before you do sign off, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified of future live streams that I do cover. Tomorrow night will be a different type of stream tomorrow night. I've never called tennis before, so it's going to be a special live stream of the U.S. Open around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be covering that game. I do believe it was Ole Miss in this game who had more sacks that got to Cunningham. More sacks. There wasn't really much of the game. I think there was a combined 4 sacks, but I believe Ole Miss had more in this one. All right, so that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks so much for being a part here tonight. I'm going to close out to the channel members. We have 40-plus channel members. On the channel, we have Jason, Aaron, Manenhades, Cindy, Rajip, Oded Deuce, Russell, D-Block, CW2K, BP, Greg, James, Magic, Oreo Pudding, Rezar, Bino, Mike, Kelly, Mark, Rashad, John, Jessica, Barco, Stephanie, Ahino, Joseph, Elkan, GFR90, Maurice, Christian, Keith, Woody, Warren, Kit Lorenz, Pamela, Oscar, Isaiah, I Am Ghost, Dawn, Mr. Mundre, Alden, and Abdurrahman. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part on this stream. Enjoy the rest of your nights, and see you guys later. As that's a wrap to this one. Ole Miss winners, 43-24 over Louisville. Thanks so much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your night.